OG do dirty, flipping packs in the back, stuffing the blunt, fat stack, jet black Cadillac, stacks in the mattress, cash cow status, walk in the streets, heat talk, no crack, blood blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic, crispy clean kids, ain't nothing static, southern nights, trap dreams, raw matic, light it up, inhale the magic, erratic, down south, making moves, 808s, hit raw, sip the lean, slow the scene, outlaws on call, counting bills, run the grills, trap house ball, switches in the air, grandiose alcohol, dirty dope dreams, with the crew so mean, like some movie scene, trap king, royally king, purple haze phase, hazy days, cash in streams, hit the streets, beast mode, blitz and jewel schemes, OG do dirty, leaning like a tower, got the power, hour after hour, living fast, mile high, never sour. Came up from the grid, dirty money flower. Blood blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic. Crispy clean kids, ain't nothing static. Southern nights, trap dreams, raw matic. Light it up, inhale the magic, erratic. OG do dirty, leaning like the tower. Got the power, hour after hour. Living fast, mile high, never sour. Came up from the grid, dirty money flower. Blood blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic. Crispy clean kids, ain't nothing static. Southern nights, trap dreams, raw matic. Light it up, inhale the magic, erratic.
Hey, was good, which was good, which is your boy OGDoDirty. Hey, we're here for another show. Let's talk about it. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. Appreciate everybody that came in. We got Butterfly Jones in the building. We got No Chase in the building. I'm trying to get the Rumble set up and everything right now, so just give me a little bit of time. I guess before we get ready to go on, we'll sit here and run through some bullshit or something. You know what I'm saying? I guess I can leave that up and run some shit in the background while I'm getting this Rumble set up. I think I can add it to it just in case that we go into something else. I forgot to do it. I just popped up, you know what I'm saying? We get ready to start this here show. But while I set the Rumble up, I guess I can give y'all a little bit of something. While I'm sitting here, let me pull this up. I don't know if it's gonna let me do it, but we're gonna try it. You know what I'm talking about? They pulled it up. Let me go back to this. And it should have us in the background. Tell me if you can hear it. Hit the link, I'll bring you up. I am up here. I'm just getting the Rumble link set up and everything. So that way, if we want to go watch a movie or something tonight, or we want to just go and do some crazy shit or something happens, I can have it recorded on the back end. So enjoy the music while until the end up over there. Appreciate everybody. Yeah, I got everything set up over on Rumble. So Rumble is live. Appreciate the 3 people that's already over there. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Uncle Tom had a headache. So, you know what I'm saying? I said, fuck it, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I didn't get the text message in time, or I would have had a show already started around by 7, 8 o'clock. I was outside bullshitting. So, hey, by the time I came back in here, hey, it's time to go ahead and start this thing on up and get to it. I don't know what we're going to be talking about tonight because I'm just waiting on people to pop up and see what the hell they was going to say about the stuff that's been going on the interweb. But so far, I guess we can do a YouTube roundabout, you know what I'm saying, and see what has been going on the tube. So we can at least go around and such and see what everybody was talking about. I know for sure Fatty and them was talking about some stuff over there, so I'll probably go over there and see what the hell they was talking about. Matter of fact, we'll go over there now. I know they had this light-skinned chick up there earlier when Fantastic Beings and all the rest of it was up there. So if you guys wasn't over there to see it, I will be replaying that. I want to get to that little shit that we missed yesterday with John, but I see that we got Cellulite live, Flow State, and all the rest of everybody else is live. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna show y'all what the hell I see, so that way we be on the same page. So Fatty is still live right now, and let's see what Cellulite over there talking about real quick. The hypocrisy of Simon. Okay, yeah, see what's this going on.
These other men on YouTube. I'm just saying in
Look
life,
my nigga Cellulite.
You better keep a record of that shit. Because a nigga will spend anything. If it was supposed to be a business association with Miss Oshun, now you try to spin it like you was gonna fly out her and her daddy. Excuse you? What?
Okay, yeah, they going into some more stuff. We're gonna go ahead and leave from there. I don't even want to know what that is. Oh, they exposing Simon. Okay, I didn't know what that was. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go back over him. So I know where we good at. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me slide this on back. It looked like he just ended it. So we can go on back to the conversation they were having with the young lady that was sitting up there.
That somebody, if you're calling a girlfriend and your girlfriend says, oh no, see if he can change, see if he needs counseling. No, hurry up and get away from him. That's what I'm saying. Hurry up and get away from that.
So you need some advice on some pre-rolls, huh? Well, what you got? Okay, so look here. Yeah, that 51% is strong, bro. Pretty much. So it most likely is going to have something mixed into it, some type of fusion. Try to find you some, bro, with some wax or something in that shit, or find you some of them THC sticks, and that way you can just stuff it down the middle of that bitch, nigga, and get your percentage up if you want to. Don't think them TH sticks is like, well, we sell them motherfuckers $5, and then we got packs of 12 for like shit, like $20 or some shit like that. So you can get them in different arrangements. But yeah, just go ahead and throw you some of that. If you ain't never had no bubble hash, nigga, roll you up some bubble hash and that shit. Most people don't make bubble hash, but you know what I'm saying? Sprinkle you something inside that motherfucker, make that whole hit.
Person, even if I know men that are being abused by a woman, and they need to leave as well. If somebody's consistently doing something and not showing improvement, the whole thing about the mean talk and the and being negative or whatever, all I was saying was, if you can't have a discussion, and let's clarify this. Just say, if you make a complaint to your partner that you don't like something and they don't immediately try to change it, yeah, should you probably leave? Yes. But I don't do that with my friends. So I'm not a monolith. I don't do that with any of my friends.
It was not just 1 second. It was not just that. 1 second. It was not just that. It was the people change conversation. People deserve a chance to change. And once again, because he's a woman. Because I said he's a stripper. If I said a drug dealer, if I said an alcoholic, if I said an abuser, if I said a crack user, if I said a PDF file, a rapist, you guys would have no changing opportunity. Like you said,
comparing a stripper to a rapist is a little
okay, but that's fair. No, Miss Mika, that's fair. But what about the bisexual man? Is the bisexual man a criminal?
No, and I told you that's my preference. I wouldn't care.
No. That's fine. No, but that's fine, because most women are going to answer just like you. They can fathom their man being dominated by another man. They are not on the type of time. But if you're going to apply give her a chance because she might change, why don't you apply the same shit to yourself and give a chance to this man and he might change?
That's a good point Fatty just made. No, I got to give it up to Fatty, man. When he's speaking to these bros, man, he give them a way out. You know what I'm saying? Because he's asking them questions. He's not telling them, you know what I'm saying? So he's asking them to see what their input is going to be so he can give what he think is going to be right. And most of the time, I got to give it to him when he's speaking to this type of shit, because if he is a certain ilk of people, you know what I'm saying, red pill type shit, they have a way of thinking. And I'm not going to say that their way of thinking is wrong, because most of the shit that they say be kind of on point, but then they lose me on some things. But what he's saying right now is on point. So whoever this Mecca foe is, we're going to see if she going to make any sense on what he just asked her. But I don't think it was good with you, Ron. Appreciate you, big brother, coming through.
What do you think? I think that's plenty. I've had plenty of failed relationships. Women, as us as women, we are natural nurturers and teachers. That's why we are the mothers. That's why we teach children. So when we find a man that we believe has potential, we will 100% invest in them and try to pull that goodness out. And if they don't, it is our fucking.
And that's why your head keep getting between the washer and dryer. That's why. Because you keep going off potential.
You should never date potential. You should never date potential. Period. I don't date potential. Especially at my grown age. After you're 30 years old, you should never be dating potential.
It's not the wrong thing to hold someone.
Angry black woman. Angry black woman. You have to let people finish.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't think it's the wrong thing to hope that people can change and to see potential in your relationship, because that's the same way that God sees us. He sees the potential in us. You know, we stray.
Don't bring my God into this, lady. You keep my God out of your mouth. You speak to what you know and what you do, because God ain't out here picking this person for you. You know what I'm talking about? You got to go out there and make these decisions. Now, what he can do is put something in front of you which your eyes might not see, because you stuck on these super values that we got nowadays as humans. So you stick to what you're doing. Don't bring my God into your decolect. What's good with you, Yvette? Good with your baby girl. Bestie back in the building. I missed you. I don't know where you've been at. I hope you're feeling good and things. You know what I'm saying? I sent you a text message, so I was just checking on you and things. Yeah, but this woman up here, Paula, I don't know what's going on with her. She might want to get it together. Don't bring my God into your situation.
Away so many times, and you know, God will call us back, and he doesn't.
Little Legs Baptist said when you need that nigga, when they up here talking about the Lord.
He doesn't let go of us. You know, he loves us unconditionally. And I think that's the thing about relationships that God tries to teach us to do, is to love unconditionally, because we are no better than the other person. But however, I do think
I want everybody throw a prayer for my girl. You know what I'm talking about, Yvette. You know what I'm talking about. We praying for you, baby girl. Hope you get up out the hospital soon. And she said she's still in the hospital and she's doing what she can. Always coming through, showing love. Look at her in the hospital, still moderating. That's what I'm talking about. That's why she bestie.
If, like in the situation that I was in, I saw potential. I was waiting to see if things were going to get better. But at the end of the day, I don't blame anybody but myself. I don't blame him. The first time he did something to me, I say, okay, that's on you. The second time you do it, that's on me. I want to see if.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What did he do to you?
What is a slew of things he did, but you know, as time goes on, you hope that things will get better, and it's like you have to realize that what you hope for is not always what it's going to be. And that made me come to realize that in the future, if I ever date someone, however they are, whatever place they're in, if they're a alcoholic or whatever it may be, can I love this person where he is at right now?
And you will convince yourself.
If I can't love that person, or if I can't see myself with that person where they are right now, then I won't do it. I will not do it.
No, please, no, please. Like this is. Because this is
because you know what, you can't make anyone change.
Paula. It's not that. It's just a lot. Women find excuses to love the wrong people for no reason. Why not say, if you are healthy, if you treat me right, if you are healthy, if you make my life easier, I will be with you.
Gotta welcome one of my special guests to the stage. How you doing, Mama?
Good evening.
Another day. How you doing, Russell? What's good with your brother? Yeah, man, you might have to come up here and help me with this, man. This ain't even the worst part. The worst part, Russell, is when they had the conversation with Shauna Love. Oh, bro, that was even crazy. I think Angry Black Woman dropped off. Paula got quiet. I don't know who this is with this tattoo on the titty, but she left. And yeah, they was up there having a real deal conversation. I wanted to see what everybody thought about it, because I don't know if they was listening or it was just to argue, but I'm trying to figure it out. That's why we're looking at it right now. Uh-oh. What's good with you, Mayo? Zoom in the building. How your day been going, Mama?
It's been going all right. I got out, ran around in the rain for a while.
All right, now don't you get sick on
me. Came back, started looking for you guys, couldn't find you, and started inspecting the inside of my eyelids.
Oh, well, I didn't know. I didn't look at my phone early enough. I was outside playing in the dirt, messing with animals. And when I came back in, I got a text message. So I was like, well, damn, if I would have kept my phone on me and took it outside with me, I would have probably started the show around 7:30, 8 o'clock. But I said, well, I'm late, but I'm here. So
that's all right. We're good now. We got entertainment.
I know that's right.
Maybe we'll learn something from these folks you got sitting up here.
Mom, I don't know what they was talking about. I'm trying to figure it out. Old girl just said some shit that didn't make no sense to me, but I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt because I don't know her. Well, I really don't know none of these. The only person I ever seen was Angry Black Woman. So the rest of them, the other women, I don't know who they is, and I know everybody on the bottom. So hopefully we, like you said, we can get something out of this conversation instead of hearing a lot of arguments. But let's see how far they go.
If you don't, I'm going to find out something. It's so simple.
So like, who do you expect me to date then?
No, please, Miss Mika. This is me. My job as a man is to make your life easier. If I'm making your life difficult than it is without me, leave me. Because my job is to make your life easier. Women find these people multiple times. They are serial daters of these people. They will find these people with a broken wing. They'll take the bird home, give it a bed, put it some, oh my God, baby, trying to get him rehabilitated. And they, as soon as the bird flies out of the window, because now can fly again, they go back on the street and pick another. Now he's a cat, a hurt cat. Now he's a stray dog. The stray dog bites you. Now he's a giraffe. I don't know.
It's confusing because this seems to me like older issues when that, like, because nowadays it seems like us as women, because we say I want you to be like this, that we're called gold diggers and we have too high of standards and we're not giving them a chance. And so it's just like, to me this is weird because I'm constantly called a gold digger because I want a man to make as much money as me, if not more.
And I'm with that.
One second, but there's the point. Like you said, if you actually want that for you because it's good for you, why, like the Angry Black Woman say, why don't you stick with that? Why do you?
That's why I'm single.
No, because this is how women work, right? I want a man that makes $100,000 just like me, and then they find raw dick Devin, and they go with him for free. For free, literally.
Not me, and I don't know which one, because nowadays I don't know that.
Nowadays needs to stop.
So I think what I'm hearing so far is these ladies is about to get upset over the statement he just said, which wasn't a wrong statement. Let me say that off first. But where I think it is, Mama, I think they are taking it personal when he say women. And he say all women. So basically, I can define it's several different types of women. The women, he's talking about, they don't classify themselves as. What you think?
I think people are guilty of that nowadays. I think first of all, we speak in broad context. Okay, we say things like I don't like hamburger. I think it's disgusting and gross. Instead of saying I don't like this particular hamburger. And then somebody jumps in there and says, well, what do you mean? Do you eat spaghetti? Do you eat this? Do you know? So, and that's kind of thing. And then there's the other side of that where people they hear it as, well, you hate beef.
Right.
So I try very hard, and I know you do too, and several other people I know try very, very hard not to put everything in such a broad context. Of course, not all women are chasing money. Some are. Not all. All men are not interested in just a sexual encounter with all women. No, some are. And I think you just have to be careful in the context in which you say something in. And just take 30 seconds to think about it before you say it, because once it falls off of your tongue, then it can't be unsaid.
That's a fact. I can agree with that, because I don't think they are. I think they heard the key word, which was gold digger, and everything else that came out of Fatty's mouth, it just went over their head, because only thing they thinking of is them being a gold digger, and they feel like they're not a gold digger. Like she just explained to him, I'm not a gold digger because I want him to make the same amount of money. But I would have went to the fact to ask her the question, well, if he's not making the same amount of money that you're making at the time when you met him, doesn't mean that he can't grow into the money that you're making, because you're going to keep on going up too. So you want to find somebody who at least have the same type of mindset as you. So if you did have somebody who made just a little bit less than you, and then they can find other ways to up their money, you know what I'm saying, and put it at the same level as you, that would be the type of person you're looking for, in my eyes. But that for some reason they want that right now and then. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I don't know if it's the hard work that they didn't put in to put themselves in a position to have this much money and to spend that much money on whatever it is with the money situation. But you got to have somebody who already is at that ilk. That's basically what I'm hearing her saying. But in my head, I'm thinking way differently than what she's thinking.
Yeah, I think people just, I just think people need to listen more closely. I didn't hear him accuse her of anything personally, but everything he said, she took personally.
Facts.
So
we'll see if she gonna catch herself and not keep on taking it personally. And hopefully, well, Angry Black Woman and Miss Love and Miss Paula don't do the same thing. Hope it's not something that we can identify.
We not raw dogging everybody, and everybody ain't fucking.
That's not what I said.
Cut it out. Cut it out. Women ain't just fucking everybody. Stop.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
So we had two. They're still thinking the same way so far.
Miss Shah, Miss Mika, and Miss Paula. Have you ever fell in love with a piece of shit?
When I was younger.
No.
When I was younger.
Not you. What about you, Paula?
No, I'm not gonna call him a piece of shit. He's the only guy that ever gave me problems. But
no, 1 second. Don't need to
a human with issues, not a piece of shit. Everybody has issues.
That's fair. Miss Paula, how many baby daddies do you have?
2.
Miss Mika.
You ready for this? I have 4.
Miss Shah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, we ain't gonna skate past that. We gotta let that breathe. Let me wind it back.
2.
Miss Mika.
You ready for this? I have.
See that right there? Ready for this? That part right there already let me know it's about to be some bullshit. But she said she got 4.
2.
Miss Mika.
You ready for this? I have 4.
Miss Shah. So between y'all 4, 6, 7 baby daddies, okay? This is what I'm talking about. It's not a coincidence that you are not with neither of them. Respectfully. One time, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on them, fool me thrice. Like, we know the story. And Miss Shah, all of a sudden their position was like, oh shit.
It's not an old shit. I have no complaints. Hold on, let me be clear about this. My child's father, because I don't call anybody a baby right? anything. My child's father parents well with me, and we have a great relationship, and we're still friends. So I don't have a problem with that. He also can. The people that I deal with have. Yeah. I choose people who have good relationships. I'm 53. Yes. I ain't young. So for me, it's not about this young stuff y'all talking about. This is why you ain't with nobody. No, don't have nothing to do with it. He would be back with me if I would allow it. But like you're saying, I have my boundaries. So I know why. So I know because he doesn't know how to be in a relationship. He doesn't know how to communicate well. We still have communication issues. And if it wasn't for me, I say, I keep the peace. I make sure that we communicate well.
Let's not make it about you. What was the worst thing he did to you?
Cheated.
Regularly or just once?
More than once.
Okay. This is what we're talking about. These men are good enough to have kids with. The most honorable shit that you can give a man is a kid. The most important thing that you can give a man as a woman is a kid. These men are good enough to give you kids.
No,
but then are bad communicators. They don't know how to control their feelings. They don't make money enough. So they're good enough to actually sleep with, because it's what I talk about, the raw dick Devin, right? The guy that actually ups your feelings, the guy that makes you feel something, the guy that makes you feel good even though he's kind of loony. This is the thing that I'm talking about. You love
but
these
you said
guys.
Two different things. You said, first of all, you said leave. You said leave if somebody's treating you bad. Now that we say we left because we treat them bad, now we accepted them because we wanted to have babies by them.
Okay. I think this is where they taking it personal when you don't need to take it personal. He just explaining to y'all that the way that you're talking is going against the way that you're putting yourself out there or the stuff that you didn't already did. So you can't sit here and say that you so, I don't want to say, I'm going to use a term that Sharonda, if you want to sit here and say you so stoic and you so uppity and you so at a higher place than everybody else, to where you can't look back and see where you messed up at. Like, old girl just said she had 2 kids. And she already mentioned, and she threw the caveat out there, once I did it once, I messed up, next time is on me. So after that, she didn't have no more. So obviously she corrected whatever the fuck she was doing. Now the next chick is Mecca, whatever her name is. She got 4 baby daddies, right? So explaining that point to her should hit harder than the other 2, because you the one that made all of these decisions. And he just saying the person that you lay down with should be important enough to be with. If you're going to be with somebody and you want to call this person your partner, or this person your husband or your wife, then that person is at a valuable place to where you want that person to bear kids with. Then you have to set them at a higher standard than everybody. This is not just a little hit and go or a one night stand. This is a person you're going to be with for the rest of your life, at least for how long you can deal with them with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand where she getting lost at in the conversation and why she bringing up 2 different things and what the hell she hearing, because I'm only hearing him explain it's your decision, and why are you making these decisions and saying this about these so-called men that y'all been with, but at the same time they not good men, but they good enough to have a baby with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Shawnee, that's a fact. Yeah, 4 baby daddies is a hot mess, sir. It's way past a hot mess.
I wouldn't even admit that. And she seemed proud to admit it. That would be embarrassing. If I had a child that popped up like that and proudly said she had 4 baby daddies.
Look at this nigga Tom.
First of all, I hate that term. But yeah, she seemed proud.
Let me get on Spoon real quick, sir. I'm only talking to Fatty's point. I haven't asked no questions or nothing. I didn't clarify nothing. I was just, speaking to his point. Now, if you heard something different, Spoon, you can always come up here and tell me what the deal is. Let's talk about it. He said that was crazy. I ain't about to play with him tonight, man. It ain't in, man. Let's go back to it. See what else they gonna lie about.
No.
Hey, what's that, Misha? How many kids did you have with this man?
Why one?
One? And how many? This was how many years ago?
Years ago.
So, and he still wants you back. He will take you back if you actually went back with him, right?
Yes.
Why didn't you find somebody better by now?
I have. I'm dating. No. I'm not just jumping in relationships. I want to take time for myself. I have a business. I don't have time for a relationship like that. And to blame it on a woman for not just finding somebody, that's not the case. Men claim they can't find women. Women claim they can't find men. It's a whole lot of selfishness going out of here and a whole lot of judgmental, accusatory, preferences that people have. Everybody wants an internet dating life. That's not how it works.
Hey, fat man, can I get in a little bit?
It's different when a woman can't find a man because y'all pursue and we actually have to pursue, so it's not the same.
Aren't there more men than there are women? There's more women than men, so men should always be. If you're using that analogy or that scenario, there are more men. There are more women in the country in the U.S. than there are men. So every man should have a woman, right?
Yeah, we have women, but we don't have to be with them.
Deserve a woman, though.
See.
We don't have to be in a relationship just because we're not in a full blown.
How you doing, Ms. Paula?
But we don't like we have responsibilities in a relationship. Y'all don't. So us not getting in a relationship actually makes sense.
So
I apologize, friends. I had to get a beer because I can't do this sober.
Y'all,
I can't. The beer was
y'all,
that.
y'all making us look so bad. Like, well,
no. Everybody looks bad. Everyone, including us. It's totally fine.
Fatty, you over there drinking on Budweiser, sir? I know I'm just playing. I know they ain't got Budweiser over there in Portugal. It's something else.
But Miss Mika,
yeah.
Since you have 4 baby daddies and it looks like you live in a nice house, so you're probably doing very good. Tell me, what are men doing wrong in relationships in 2024?
Cheating. It's just cheating, and nobody wants to commit. And just cheating. Honestly, it's just been always.
The follow-up question is this. Jesus Christ, I don't even know. The follow-up question is this, Miss Mika. Did you left all of your baby daddies?
It was shaped like a 40 bottle, though.
No, did you left
them?
That's
what made me laugh.
Did you break the relationship, or you breaking the relationship with them?
Yeah.
Doesn't that prove the point that women are attracted to these men that ain't shit, or they, for whatever reason, deem they're not worthy of them? Like what? Like
men tend to pretend to be somebody or say that they're something, and when they can't live up to it.
Let's talk about self.
Fat man, could I ask a question?
We're not even good pretenders, goddamn. Honestly.
Let's talk about.
They can't pretend anymore.
That you overlook.
I got you.
And all of us women, we overlook those things because we want this love.
Go ahead, Nexus, and please, the question be pertaining to the topic or to the conversation, if possible. Go ahead.
Yeah, because we're talking about relationships and being in relationships. So I have. So, would you consider the guys that you were with more intelligent than you, or Miss Mika, or you were more intelligent than them?
Before, I was always more intelligent. I always went where I would like to be the intelligent one. But now I am more attracted to intelligent men because it's like as I've grown and I've changed and I've learned my lessons, and my total change in men has been completely different.
Okay, so the four children's dads that you have, were you more intelligent than them?
Absolutely, every single one of them.
Let me get, I got it. You know where I'm going at, face. So the question is,
the fuck is that?
Men pretend a lot, right? We manipulators, all these stuff.
Getting a call.
I have no idea.
He's getting a call.
Oh, you were more.
I said the same thing, Con. Like, what? That ain't on my end.
To deceive
I'm on silent.
trick you.
Because she deceived and
Because
tricked
person,
herself.
because you can like I said, as women, we don't give up. Like, okay, when we're trying to teach a kid to walk, if they don't walk the first day, we're not like, fuck it, I'm done. We will continue to help that kid to learn to walk. In men, if a man, you fall in love with a man, and we fall in love with men very easily because that is in our nature to love. And so we fall in love with these men, and if they are doing bad to us, like, we aren't going to put up with it for so long. We'll try to change them. We'll give them time. But at the end of the day, if they're not good for me or my children, I will make that correct decision to walk away. I will only put up with so much.
So because you love them, you're going to start putting up with things that you know that you're not supposed to put up with, but you are clearly more intelligent than them.
Yeah, and that's why you learn and grow. And with every situation, you have to learn something. You know, you're not.
I don't think she caught what he was saying. They glossed over that again, but you know, it's you got to listen to people. It's a certain thing called listening. Now, I don't know if everybody, did you just hear what he just said, Mama?
I did not. You want to replay
I'm rewinding it back. Yeah, I'm gonna replay it.
So much.
So because you love them, you're going to start putting up with things that you know that you're not supposed to put up with, but you are clearly more intelligent than them.
So basically, he threw a shot at her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And she said yes. She still didn't understand what he was doing, which is crazy. But okay.
And that's why you learn and grow. And with every situation, you have to learn something. You know, you're not born with intelligence. You learn that as you grow. And
you did it 4 times.
Yeah. Well, I was in 3 long relationships with 3 of my baby's dad. One of them was just a short relationship. He was my mistake kid. My other 3 were all planned. I was in 3-year, 4-year, and 13-year relationships with these men. One of them was deported. I had no choice. I was not going to move there. That's when I went with my 13-year relationship, and he was a cheater and beat me in the back of the head, causing permanent brain damage.
My last one. All right. So the last question is: you just stated that you used to make sure. I mean, you weren't smarter, but now you make sure you go after men that are smarter than you now. Correct?
Yeah, I'm looking for men who are more educated and ambitious, and have. So
why aren't you in a relationship now then?
The what? Well, now I'm not in a relationship because it's hard to find an ambitious man in my state. Because I want to
in Utah
in every possible way.
Then.
Thank you, Fatty. I'm dropping down.
In Utah, is it difficult? I appreciate you next. Let me ask you the last question, Miss Mika, about your personal situation.
Man, this shit crazy. Hold on real quick. Is it skipping on y'all? I'm gonna put it up on my phone real quick.
It's lagging just a little bit.
Any of these men made more money than you?
I might have to come up out the video mode.
When? Then or now?
Then when you were with him?
Not all the time, no. I was a stay-home mom for a little bit, but I've never just been sitting at home. I've always worked. I've always ran my own businesses. I've always been a hustler. So I never just sat and got to be a stay-at-home mom. I was always like with the one I was with 13 years. He couldn't keep a fucking job for the life of him. And I was the one sending him applications.
I know now that you're a successful woman, right? This is as me and Matt see this, and listen carefully once again. It's not me passing judgment, is what if I was the next one? So you had no standards to these 4 kids that you had, that 4 men that you had kids with. And now you are standards. No. When I say standards, like one was deported, another one was beating you up.
So whatever their conversation, they about to go into her personal. We ain't about to go into it because I can't really hear the rest of it. My shit's skipping a little bit too much. I didn't realize it was doing that goddamn bad. So we got to switch it up. They ain't gonna be able to do that unless I can get better internet service. Can't get that overnight. Yeah, I was looking at it, butterfly, but it was skipping like a motherfucker on my end. If my phone can't pick that shit up, bro, I know it's a problem. My phone move fast as shit. I just don't know how to do that shit from yeah, I noticed that the voices and stuff always come through good. It's always the video. It's the part that be skipping. People don't like watching them skipping videos. That's why everybody that come in, they'll see that shit and they'll leave. So, but when we like this, it's no problem. I mean, only thing they see is the two icons on the string on the screen and us talking. So it'd be pretty good every time. So I ain't too much tripping on that. Yeah, the audio is always fine.
Would you
never
like
have
me
the
to play
audio
it for you, sir?
No, sir. You don't have to. We ain't even gonna do it. If I ain't gonna be able to play it, bro, we good.
No, I'll play it. I have a problem.
No, because I ain't trying to tell you when to stop it and do all that other stuff. And I was just trying to find something to talk about, bro. It really wasn't that serious. I really didn't give a damn about that
It was a
conversation.
good conversation, I would say. It's that what was her name? Shay? Whatever the hell her name
That's the
was?
part, like I say, the only part I really seen. I didn't even see none of this. This was all new to me. So
She
when
was
me and Mama just got to watch it,
motherfucker, dog.
I only seen her. I seen Shy on when Beans and the rest of them niggas up there. That's the part I was about to go to. I was just gonna let that play to see what all started from, so I wouldn't be lost in the conversation when we went up that way. Well, no big deal.
I'm over here trying to get this hat together. One of those things, my head hurting.
Oh, y'all supposed to be sending that. Every time I send a damn text message, that motherfucker be tripping though.
I mean, I can play whatever you want me to play. I'm sitting here.
I guess we just get to the part where Beans and them come on, I guess. Let me find that first and I'll put it in the bag.
All right.
But my shit moving slow as shit.
You know who I blame? I blame Mama for this shit.
You blame Mama?
It's because I'm not as I'm sorry, I'm not as intelligent as that girl was that was talking.
And Mama Tom, when he didn't tell you his best friend was up there too.
Oh,
yeah, his best friend was up there too.
What best friend?
I didn't know who it was at first, nigga. I was about to kick that nigga up off of everybody. You know, I don't support them. I don't support everybody like that. I'm gonna put it up right when he get ready to come on too. So go to I'm gonna put it in the back. I'm gonna need you to start it at 1:56. 1 hour and 56.
You said 1:56?
Yeah, then your boy gonna pop up there soon.
I tell you who was scared to go up there. LA was scared as fuck to go up there.
They go where?
To this conversation.
Oh, listen, he probably was ass probably busy. I didn't even see him there. I would have seen a nigga there. I would have been chopping up with him instead of just sitting over in the goddamn chat doing nothing.
All right, Zoomer and Khan, I see you.
You said 1 hour and 56?
Yeah.
Oh, wrong one.
If mine sitting there. Yeah, be about to pop up here in just a minute.
I'm 5'10". The most tall men like short women.
That's not true.
I'm not.
Mr. Fantastic. Let's not fight on it. Let's not fight on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just. I like a man that's taller than me, so I'm just saying that it's in a reasonable, amount. Even if he was my same height, I could probably work. I like wearing heels.
Hold on,
I also like a man.
Hold on. Yeah, here's the truth. Earlier, I think it was fantastic. He asked you, I think it was about the second guy. Right? What was it about him? And
there you go.
He was established, I think was the word you used. And they said, "Oh, so money." Then you said, "Not money." And then when they said, "Well, what do you mean by established?" And then you went on to name money. Right? You didn't name.
No, I said he was in his career too. I didn't say. I said he wasn't chasing a dream. I said he was investing. And when I said his building, I was saying he knew how to invest. So that means
that's money.
He's looking for a future.
Right, all this money.
Yeah, all
And
of
he
that.
was already a parent.
Okay, so all of that stuff.
But you skipped over that.
But yeah, all of that stuff that you name is money, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like this is what I think is a problem with the way women communicate, right? Don't try to answer the question the way you think is the best way to answer the question. Just tell the truth. Yeah, like my mama say, tell the truth and shame the devil, right?
But I
Like,
don't have.
the
But when
bag
you say
is the
money,
bag
I
is
don't
important to
have
me.
a particular. I'm not out here saying he's got to make this amount of money. If the
Okay,
man works and he pays his bills and he's not going to be a burden on me and I'm not going to be a burden on him. Now, of course, I want somebody who will help me out when stuff gets rough, and I'll help them out when stuff gets rough, if stuff gets rough. But the older
Beans
I
was
got,
cooking.
you know what I'm saying? Past your 20s, you have less.
Yeah, he was on point today.
Negative interactions with
Good with Steve Hall.
finances, typically, right?
Yeah.
That's what you want. That's what you aspire to. So I'm saying established in that way. It's somebody who invests in themselves. That's not you leaving all your stuff to me. You got a kid. Is your kid straight?
Wait. Okay, we got you. But this is what I want you to understand. When asked the question, not in a what's the word, Fatty? Fantastic. When you ask the question, it's hypothetical. Not in a hypothetical way, not the hypothetical answer, the actual nigga that you fucked. The actual one that you gave pussy and a baby to. Right? The choice, the reason why you made that choice was because he was established, he had the bag. It wasn't because he was cute, he was moral, he was this, he was that. The shit you named was the bag. So I'm saying
he also never let me finish. So, but that's okay. I'm not beholden to looks either. So when you bring up those things, like men are more visual. So y'all will say, "Oh, she got to be this and that." My thing is, I want somebody I can communicate with. I want somebody who's not a liar. I want somebody who's loyal or whatever.
Don't do anything respectfully, right? This conversation being like terrible for me, for my standard, right? For the pet standard. Because you don't listen, this is one talking woman that asks for communication usually are shitty communicators. Listen to what you said. I am tall. I would like to wear heels. So I want a man that is 6 foot and over. If you have 6'10", the probably men that need to be 6'2".
Did I say that?
And then didn't you say that you wanted a man taller than you?
You said taller than you, or
you said fix something. I never said. I said at least my height or higher. Oh my God.
You're right. No, that's fair. And then you turn around and you say men are more visual. When you don't date a man that is under 6 foot, like you are visual too. You are actually more visual than us.
I said more.
No, one second. Because I guarantee you,
more is the qualifier.
No. Yes, I guarantee you, podcast with podcast will choose the woman that is 4'11" to 6'10". If she actually looks a little bit the way that she likes, and if she has lamp handles, it is what it is. If she has a saggy titties, it is what it is. You are actually more visual than us, and this is what I'm talking about communication. And I don't think you guys are evil. I don't think you guys know yourself. You'll say things that have no type of actually coherence about, I don't want a man for this money, but he has to have properties, leave something to my kids, have da. Like, why can you actually figure out what?
Not what I said.
Wait, shot. So you get a good point. She's right that she did say more, but I think the point that Fatty is making, right? And I think I got a better example. So if you look at the dating apps, and I know Fantastic has the actual numbers on this, men is when you swipe and you like the person, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Men swipe right way more than women. And think about this. That's basically visual. Because you can go on there and put on there whatever you want. Everybody could go in there and say they make 100 G's. But we swipe right way more than y'all do, which is a argument for Fatty's point that you all are more visual than us now. And I think that lends to the notion that you all want to move like men so much now. And I don't understand why, right? When femininity is your real power, but y'all want to do and move like men in every form and fashion now. There is no more Claire Huxtables with Cliff.
right? Y'all want to be Claire Huxtable and you want Drake.
But you just proved what I said. Because if you're saying
you said men are more visual, and I'm saying
I said men are more visual. If men swipe right more based on physical appearance, and women do it less, because it's not always we're looking at the complete profile. We're not just looking at their looks. So you just proved me right.
Can you stop, please? No. Can you stop this? There's literally a guy that said, I'm an ex-criminal. I used to put hands on women, but I'm reformed now. Please date me. He put a picture of an handsome man. That man had a 90% higher rate of clicks than the regular man saying, I'm a nice guy, try to get a nice woman. Right. If he has a square jaw, you motherfuckers going. If he says he's 6'3" on this app, you guys are going. Like, you are visual. You actually are visual in a nasty way. You know how visual you are? If I take a picture in front of a Ferrari or in front of a mansion with a pool on the back or with my money gun, with my champagne bottle, you guys are going because you actually like that shit. You like he's willing to spend money. Let me go ahead and let me be with him. And respect.
No, those are red flags for me. So I don't know.
So Sha, but this is what I want.
I don't know a lot of women like that.
Sha. So I don't freeze color, right? Sha. 2024 November, we are almost in the end of the year. Describe to me the man that will make you, because you said you were dating, right? Describe to me the man that you are dating right now.
I'm not dating right at this minute, but the men that I have dated in the recent months are business owners. They are decent, they are decent looking.
So
that saying money doesn't, just because everybody makes money. So what are we talking? If you want to qualify what money means,
okay, this is fine. I'm double check.
But you got to qualify what money means. I'm not talking about somebody who's living in a mansion
and good looking. There's not money. No, that's fine. There's not money in visual, right? Let's forget about it.
So I'm saying that initially there's going to be an attraction. So I'm attracted to them. They are, again, I'll say established. They're not chasing a dream. They're living their lives. They're cool. They don't have a whole lot of problems going on. They're not recently divorced. They're not parents of small children. They are not. They travel. They like to do different things. They like to do a lot of the things that I like to do. Right. And dating means I don't know them. So in dating, I'm just seeing who they are. Are we compatible? If we're compatible, then that's something else. What I look for when I get to an established relationship is how loyal can you be? How much truth can you tell?
Let's see if you are willing to lie to us. Are you having sex with them?
No.
None? Hold on, wait. Hold on. So
no.
Hold on, I got you.
You are on a celibate journey, right?
Yeah.
Let me guess.
So hold on, just real quick. So you're like, you're not having sex until you're in a relationship. That's your philosophy now, I'm guessing?
Yes.
All right, great. Okay, cool. So so how successful has dating been?
It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. And there's people that I just don't want to be bothered with. So I'm the one who's not pursuing it.
Yeah, but are you sure? Because again, do you make it inherently clear that you are celibate or you're not having sex until you have a relationship?
No, that's not the first thing we talk about.
Okay, so how long are these dates last? I mean, these dating scenarios lasting for you on average?
A couple of them kind of linger, so they may still be trying to do something I'm not. So I don't know how to qualify that. Like some of them are still around. And
that's what I'm saying. So you guys in the process of talking to each other on the regular, not necessarily every day, but at least a couple times a week, text, phone calls, going out on dates. How long does that last for you with dudes?
For me, it probably takes me 2 or 3 times before I decide whether or not I want to continue with them or not.
Okay, so and what is this 3 weeks or is this 2 or 3 months?
It might be a month or two.
A month or two. Okay, great. So what you don't know is you're not disqualifying them, they're disqualifying you. Because
they
after
may
30
be.
days,
I don't know, and it doesn't matter to me because. But you don't know that. So my point to you is that it doesn't matter. I don't care. They're not the person for me. I decided that.
Fantastic. She's lying because she literally said an hour or two ago, this dating shit is trash, and now it's going pretty good all of a sudden.
He said
you said the dating is trash, and now
what he asked me was stick with the sentences because you keep getting. That's what I'm saying. You keep saying we miscommunicate. You're not even hearing what he said.
Okay,
what he
so
asked me was, are you getting dates? He's like, you're dating. And yes, I'm getting dates. How's it going? I'm getting dates. That doesn't. But the expectations of people and the same things I hear my male friends say is that people are very much shallow and very self-centered, and I find a lot of selfishness.
It's going bad because this dating market is shit. You know what? Let me talk about me. Dating in 2024 is terrible. Is garbage. I hate this shit. Respectfully, I get annoyed by these people all the time because they're dumb as fuck. Respectfully, I talk with you, you say one thing at 1 hour, and on hour 3 you're contradicting yourself. That shit annoys the fuck out of me because I can trust you now. I wanted to love you so much, and you are fucking triggering me because you are contradicting something. And
if you're this easily triggered, you can never be in a relationship. If this triggers you can never be in a relationship, and you shouldn't date ever. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen to yourself. You can keep these men.
Don't listen to yourself. You sound like a madman. What is wrong with you? This is why you can have a relationship.
I take accountability. It's my fault too. It's my fault too. I take accountability. But I can understand why a woman that is asking for good communication and podcast
you only have one, baby.
Is literally saying, I can keep this man for more than 3 weeks to a month interest, but it's going great. How is it going great? If you talk with
I'm saying dating is fine. Having people to date. If you want, you have to ask. If you're gonna ask questions, there has to be some defining things around it.
What is going great about it?
What's going great is I'm meeting some decent people. They may not be for me.
And in 3 weeks you lose contact with them.
And I don't think that the whole world is for me.
No.
Then I'll be jumping on everything.
No, shut.
If every guy was good, if they were good for me, I'd be jumping on all of them.
No,
Is that what you do?
No, shut. And Paula, help us out, please. Right? If I'm on the dating market, right? And my relationships last 3 weeks to 4 weeks, we don't have sex, we don't have nothing. It might seem like a pretty good woman, and after 3 weeks, our relationship dissolved. And I do it over and over and over again. And then I come on a panel and podcast ask me, hey, Freddy, how is the dating for you going? Oh, it's going great. Everybody will look at me crazy. It's not going great. It's going terrible. I can keep interest in a woman for 3 weeks or 4 weeks before she done, or she's not talking with me.
Yeah.
Or I don't have nothing dealing with these people. It's a revolving door. 3 weeks is very quick. So my question to you, Sha, for yourself, if you're not fucking these people, which you think is a blatant lie, because you older woman are horny as fuck. What are you getting?
Oh my God.
What are you getting? No. The question is, what are you getting from these dating things? What are you getting?
You see how he gaslights you before he asks you the question? And then he asks you the question. Look here, everybody wants sex. Let's be clear. Everybody wants sex. But sex is more important to me to have it with one person. So do not put that on us just because we're older, we horny, and we gotta jump on dick. We don't. Dick don't be that good.
That's fine.
Dick ain't that good.
That's the one you have it.
Yeah, no.
Dick ain't that good.
Why you won't let our answer?
1 second, please. 1 second.
Y'all can nut in the hole.
1 second, because I made a mistake on the beginning of the week of actually letting the conversation move on. Podcast is right. We're going to say right here. What are you getting that is good?
Women do, Nick.
What am I getting that's good?
Lie more.
These is a good pool of things. That's what I just said. I didn't say these men were trash.
Sitting there talking the whole goddamn time. I thought I was fucking talking. You think?
Sir.
You think women lie more? You think women lie more?
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't think you would say that.
Why would you say that?
Oh, because women lie like a motherfucker. But you know, you're not supposed to call that out, sir. Why would you do such a thing? I don't know.
Shit.
I was just.
Yeah, I'm done with this shit, bro. I ain't even about to go there.
He said I'm done with this shit now.
This shit, bro.
I'm with you. Because it wasn't nothing but an argument the whole time. Because she's sufferable, boy. Whew.
Well, I'm gonna do something that I didn't want to do. Fuck it.
Go
Since
ahead.
everybody else is just sitting here, we just gonna be listening anyway. So I just throw this in the back and fuck it. We'll go from there. I want you to start this motherfucker. And make sure I get the time. I can't even get the time down. It's fucked up, okay? Because it's live right now. So who cares? Everybody else do it. So fuck it. I'm gonna do it. Get mad at me if you want to. Come out and do dirty. I'm gonna find out what the fuck is going on today. So catch the fuck up so I know what's up when I go to the boys show.
Oh, you putting it back? Oh, here we go. We just gonna start it where it's at.
Yeah, I don't even care. I don't even know what the nigga talking about. So I was gonna go back, but I can't see the timestamp. It's still live. So it's growing though. So we're gonna see if we can grow with them. So see what they talking about over there.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Yeah, nigga. Let's talk about it. What the fuck going on? See, can you catch me up? See, can I get caught up?
Oh, let me take a listen. See.
Don't know what's going on, but I hate dead space. So go ahead and yop it. Hate dead space.
Oh, was it not playing?
It's a half pint
film, bitch. Yeah. Hovine.
I thought it was playing. It's not playing.
Yeah,
yo.
Oh, shit.
I got Damn It Man playing.
All right. I thought it was fucking playing.
Damn it, man.
Okay.
Goddamn.
Damn it, man. Damn it, man.
There you go.
Fuck letting them in. Jack, you have major issues, dude. Major issues.
All right, so I guess here's the part where he ends up starting to go after some of the family members.
I'm very controlled. I'm so controlled that nobody got their ass fucking handed to them today when they came to abuse my girlfriend's daughter. Can you control yourself?
All right, so Miss Dawn Furman, listen, I can absorb some of that criticism too. I've been, there have been times where I've not maintained control of my anger, as it were. And, I've got an empty house, just me and my wife, really, so there's no danger in that. And I love children. I really do. I think children are the future. We should teach them right and let them lead the way. The whole song I was singing last night. But no, I really do. I think children are awesome, dude. I wish I had about 5 more of my own and a bunch more grandkids. I think that would be amazing. But
okay,
anger is a situation, right? No, because the girl wasn't 14. That's the thing. And the weirdest part is, well, Tiffany didn't even correct him during the stream, which maybe she didn't correct because she wasn't trying to. She didn't even want to talk about it, I don't think. But the fact that this guy doesn't even know how old the girl is. The girl hasn't really been a part of their life for the last 7 years, from my understanding. And again, I'm not trying to get. So I need to shut up. This isn't my story to tell. You can ask a lot of these questions to Billy and Anya when they come in for an interview. Good night, Crystal. I just need to shut up about it, honestly. It's really none of my business. But I'm glad that they did bring up some of the things like JJ was talking about. When I heard her say that she's got people at school walking up to her going, hey, holding up their phone going, hey, is this your mother? This is about you, right?
What does that matter?
Think of the pressure that puts on you, right? Imagine you're a young boy, and then someone's going, hey, is this your mom on OF getting railed by an entire group of dudes? I mean, what does that do to you?
I mean, was she?
I mean, that's got to have an effect on you for the rest of your life.
Steve throwing some biscuits at the dog. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. I would put the super chats up on the screen, but I'm on my phone. Tiffany's trying to catch up on her homework. She's trying to, there's a word I'm looking for here, unwind. I cannot even begin to explain to you guys how fucking exhausting dealing with this shit is. It's fucking, nobody should have to go through this stuff. And my feelings are for
you have alerts up, but I never really see you live all that much. I don't know. You probably have the same problem. I don't really get alerts for most of these channels, but I need to check out your content sometime. Come in and support your channel. Yeah, Chris is he's in his little blanket fort. Yeah. I'm surprised he doesn't have his little footy pajamas on, the rabbit ones.
This nigga got 82 people watching this shit, dog.
Yeah, and I got 11.
But good
this
to see
shit
you.
Make it make sense. We go rock it out. I rock with General Pacific. Yeah, talk about fuck it. Nigga, watch my shit too. You know, talk about what the fuck we doing now. Yeah. Disrespect.
You can say whatever you want about me. I'm going to tell you the truth in defense. So when you tell me I'm providing too much information, fuck straight off.
Oh my God.
The information I'm providing is the truth of what I'm being accused.
He's spurging, but I do have him at 1.5 speed. Let's to be fair, but yeah, he's still going out of control.
It's fucking ridiculous to tell me I shouldn't do that. I absolutely shouldn't
Yes,
do that. No one should do that. If I'm supposed to tell the truth behind whatever I'm being accused of, because we all know on YouTube these dumb fucks will run with it.
What's up, Mr. Greg?
I'll fucking run with it every time. You know how hard it is for me to not tell you all exactly what's going on in this current fucking case where I'm facing 13 bogus fucking charges? You know how hard it is for me to respect the court rule that I don't talk about the case. Oh my God, I'd love to talk about that case. I'm gonna tell you this much. I didn't know that motherfucker had a daughter. And I don't think he should have a daughter. And I don't think he gets to see his fucking
Whole lot of projection going on here, boys. Whole lot of projection.
daughter. As it stands. Now that I do know he has a daughter, and I've learned a little bit about the situation, I'm pretty sure he doesn't get to see her.
Thank you, Wally.
Keep showing.
Just a shout out to and not having to get, put in timeouts and stuff. I do appreciate you guys acting like you got some home training. I really do appreciate it. No, for real, I do appreciate it. A little bit of pushback's fine. I don't mind a power bottom pushing back into it. It's a little less work for me. Gay. Anyway, where did that come from? Who said that?
Oh, wow.
That was retarded.
Steve, thank you. You don't have to keep doing that. Thank you so much. Yes, we will take care.
Well, now
that's your boy, Mama.
I do.
That's your boy.
I can't really hear shit they saying. Is it low or something?
Ben Franklin, I believe, wrote that
Let me check.
Better for 100 men.
Those are he ain't my people.
I thought I was tripping, bro. I couldn't hear nothing Fatty them was saying or none of that shit.
It's better for 100 guilty men to go free than for one innocent man.
Yeah, I'm good.
To be punished for something he didn't do, right? Or 10 even. And that's biblical. That quote basically, that whole right to a fair trial, the fourth, fifth, and sixth amendments basically are around the Sodom and Gomorrah, right? That's kind of covering Sodom and Gomorrah. Lord, you'll spare the city if I can find one righteous man, right? I had to go all the way down to 1,000 to 100 to 10 to 1. And what happened? Lot's wife looked back. She got turned to a pillar of salt, right? What's the lesson in there?
Diesel. Izzy, I got no reason to share the Cash App right now. Thank you, though. We reserve. I mean, I'm sure one of my mods.
Oh, Izzy's wanting to donate to Chris Ryder, the absolute spurg out schizoid. He's schitzing out over here, guys. But Izzy wants to support him. Anytime you see Izzy, please remind her that she pledged $1,000 to my fallen commander, Captain Mark A. Gardner, who died on the 6th of July in Afghanistan in 2009. Just remind her that she pledged $1,000 and then welched on it. But yeah, she'll drop $50 to these dudes left and right. in order to buy her way into having favor on these panels. Just if you can, just remind her. Say, hey, Izzy, how's that $1,000 for
blessings?
Captain
Give me a
Mark
good blessing. I give you favor.
Gardner, who died in Kabul province, Afghanistan, 2009 on the 6th of July. Ask her.
Just can put our Cash App up, but the ones we use goes to Tiffany for just money since she's in school. She doesn't have an income, and because of all the attacks on YouTube, she does not do much on her channel, which was her only income. We're going.
I gotta read it because I'm a money grubbing, low down, no good money grabber. JJ Scarborough for $10. I know the trolls are watching and they hate super chats. Indeed, you're.
Hey, do it make us a troll for watching this?
I wonder if we're being stream sniped or not. But I didn't see anyone stream sniping, which is good. I like that they're not stream sniping. I like that they're taking their.
I don't want to be disrespectful. I need to send a Cash App.
So I do appreciate those contributions to her, but the money that she can use for daily stuff, whatever. But we're not broke.
You send this nigga my twos and dudes, so it won't be no problem.
So let's get to the court stuff. First of all,
send him $1.99 with the note that says stream sniping.
Known William for 6 fucking months, and Harry must not well. He doesn't even know if he works. I mean, he can say that he knows he works because.
So it's out and about.
Or with a pair of eyeballs.
Anya talked about it on Ruff's channel last night. This creep right here, from what I understand, was like, I think he was 16 years old. And when Anya was 12 years old, they used to get rides from
these motherfuckers are ridiculous.
He got his license, he used to drive him around different places, right? And this guy was dropping Anya off. He saved her for last, and he tried to kiss her, and she kind of freaked out and ran off. And then the next day, maybe in Minecraft, the brothers may have had a couple words to say to this man, which could explain why he's such a pussy when it comes to other men. Is because maybe he got a good old fucking fashioned tune up, and he realizes you don't try to touch on little girls, yeah. And which is rich, because this guy right here accused me of being a PDF file. This guy for being with my wife for going on 34 years. This guy right here, this disgusting pig. And when you find out that he was trying to kiss a 12-year-old little girl when he was 16, going on 17. What is going on there, Chris Ryder? Allegedly in Minecraft. What do you got going on there? What's going on there, you perv?
Because Billy told him anything that man would have to say on the stand would be absolutely.
What up? Oh, hold on. Oh, we got OG Dirty Dog for $2. I do appreciate that. Twos and doos. I appreciate that. Good to see you. Looking forward to sitting on the porch with you at some point in time. I appreciate the shout out and supporting the channel. Good on you, and we'll see you soon. Just you guys are getting a little peek into this guy that came up on the panel and was trying to destroy Resla's channel the other day. And I told Resla, man, you don't want this chaos in your channel. Your channel's a good channel. I'd get this Muppet away from it. But now you're going to see how this guy spirals, right? When he's not trying to put on a good face. Take a peek. Take a peek behind the curtain. And listen, it's embarrassing for me because it's crazy white people stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like, it's insanity. It's like Jerry Springer, kind of like trailer park stuff, you know? And it's embarrassing. I find it to be embarrassing. But anyway, good to see OG. By the way, follow OGDoDirty. He's got a good channel. He's very fair. He lets people talk on his channel. It's real casual.
I just told him I was live and I was going through YouTube checking things out.
All right, brother. Yeah, give Mods, if you can shout out his channel. Maybe you guys can go whip over there, give him a quick sub. He's a good bean.
Absolute hearsay and not acceptable.
Give him some love.
100% irrelevant. And I don't mean that like it's my opinion. I'm telling you, by the rules of the law, there is nothing either one of those turds can possibly say on a court stand and will not be allowed
Pull this one up, Tom.
Which is exactly what happened today. What the fuck are they thinking? What, we're going to be a fucking witness to character?
Slide through everybody.
Get an ice cream with that.
I see you see say you like who they over there talking about. They still going off about that nigga Simon.
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know.
They was going off on Simon earlier. I'm gonna have to go check that out and see what the fuck happened over there too. Guess I just go ahead and boot around. Yeah, let's see what these niggas talking about.
Before if you were.
I'm
just talking
you got me and somebody else watching.
The biggest
fucking tragedy in his whole story is that he put out a song that
somebody else
doing
watching
right now.
You don't see it at the bottom, nigga? Shit.
Now it's at
and he had to wait
one.
on T.I. and he had to wait for
Me
6
and
months
somebody
for it to
else
happen.
watching,
And
nigga. I
his song
don't.
never got the true justice that it deserved.
I thought my channel was dead.
Now
as
every
fuck.
nigga in Phoenix,
Nigga,
they got a fucking
bro, I'm not
sample
hating
that
on the
they
nigga.
can't
I
clear
pre,
in
bro.
their
I'm
music.
showing the nigga some
They
love,
don't
bro.
have
You
a
got
plan to be
211, I
famous. They
got
have a plan to be
150,
famous amongst their
149, well,
friends.
147.
That's what they
Nigga, you
want to
got way
be.
more
They
than
want to be
me. So,
lunchroom
nigga,
famous.
bro, and he got
They wanna be
people on the
popular.
panel. I got people,
Yeah,
bro. I'm just showing
popular.
people, look, fuck it. You
So
won't go through and
what
tap
you
the
really
like
should
button.
want
He
to
said
do
tap
is you
that
should want to
like button.
convince a stranger to go, damn man, I like
But that
this
nigga ain't got no
music.
likes. That's fucked up. Hey, man, y'all better not do me
Track
like
and
that.
he
I
put
swear
music
for
out.
God.
That's what I listen to in my
I
car.
shut this motherfucker down. I don't get no goddamn likes. Yes,
That's what I listen to
goddamn,
in my
right now. I know I
job.
done
You
made
know
you
what I mean?
laugh a
One of the
little
biggest
bit. I ain't make you
compliments we
laugh
ever
that
got
hard,
was
but I
on
made you
Caps and
laugh. It was
Crowns
good
when
with
Verse
your
said I
bridge.
could clean my house to
Hey,
y'all's
god
records.
damn. It ain't that serious. They wouldn't
If
even
you
get a
not
boy
connected
like.
with
Let me
somebody
go over
that
there and
way,
get that
when it
nigga
turn
like,
off, they can
dog.
turn it to
That is
anybody else.
sad.
Better yet, me and your
Yeah,
pastor
I
talked about this
appreciate
in
your
my
time. I
house.
see you looking out
Right
for
now,
the
BA
YouTubers.
Burst
You know what I'm saying? We gotta
Yogi,
start
y'all got a
somewhere,
certain amount of
goddammit.
time in the day that you can probably listen
Get
to
that
music.
nigga another like. That
Fortunately, we
nigga
kind of
likes
in
ain't
that business,
even
so
going
we
up. I know
listen
you just
more.
hit the like
But
and
if
I
you were
just
the
hit, okay,
typical
you got
9 to
3 likes.
5er, you might
Okay.
listen to music in your
Yeah,
headphones at
man.
work,
4,
maybe. You might catch it
nigga.
on the way to work and on the way home, maybe. You might listen to it at the gym. But you already got niggas you listen to there. So what am I gonna put out that's gonna make you take your 3 minutes of Drake off your fucking phone for you to listen to me?
What are they talking about?
I'm not
I
shooting
don't
at
know.
fucking. I love Big Doobie. I'm not trying to do that.
Who the fuck
Everybody
is
got
Big
offended when I
Doobie?
said if I had
I
J
don't
Rob's
even
career,
know.
I
I
feel like
just
a
say hit the
failure.
like, hit
It
the
only
like.
means that I'm trying to be a big winner and it hadn't happened
I
yet.
don't want
That's
nobody
not a
hating on me.
slight.
I don't want nobody trying to strike
That's
my
not a
stream
slight. It
now. I
just
come
means that
over
I
to
don't
your
want to win
shit,
on that
nigga. I'm seeing
level.
what the
I
hell
want to
you
stand in a
talking about.
motherfucking stadium with
So
a bunch of
we up
strangers
here
going,
just
I
let's
can't
talk about
believe
it. So
I
hey,
didn't
we
know
gonna
about
talk
this
about y'all
music.
shit.
And if they don't feel like that,
But I'm lost
then
on
they're
the conversation.
hobbyists. They could build toy trains and it would get the same amount of fans.
Shit.
This nigga here.
And that's how I feel. I love y'all, man. I appreciate everybody in this.
A lot of
I gotta
niggas
go
is
to the CBS. I got a headache.
hobbyists though.
Nigga swung his phone around.
But I do believe this. Hold on. Before I leave, I'm gonna tell you this though. I do believe that when people put their minds together and decide that they will create a wave, enough people moving the water will create a wave. For sure. For sure. And if you get like-minded people in there to go, hey man, where are we missing the ball at for real? And somebody with some real money comes around and goes, hey, we need something in place that when we have a major artist drop here, that there's basically a machine we throw it into. It needs a Caps and Crowns review. It needs Two-Tone to go and interview them. It needs this, it needs this, it needs this. And we do it with everybody. If you want to create a local wave, then you're gonna need everybody to do that. They got to make the rounds. You got to hit every show.
Mm-hmm.
But then the people that are in that show got to have the capability to share it, make it grow. It has to be a real thing. Otherwise, once again, we just talking to each other.
Marketing and promotion.
Makes sense.
Strangers. Hey,
Yes.
why does McDonald's
Makes
still
sense
run
to
a
me.
commercial? Why does McDonald's still run a commercial 25 times a fucking day?
Right.
Have any of y'all forgot that McDonald's exists? Do you not drive by it on your way?
Caps and Crowns, that's all they shit. I know they touching other countries and shit.
Caps and Crowns does true music reviews.
Yeah.
It doesn't have anything to do with the person that they're reviewing. They're reviewing the notes, the structure. That's what they're reviewing. But I love you. I gotta go into this CVS and get my medicine. I ain't put y'all on the flip, man.
Hey, hit me.
I will.
Big dog.
I already know. I'm waiting on your shit. Nigga, our song crazy.
I mean, well, man, HD is right, you know, and even with the platforms, like,
and they got a
even
truck
with
of
us,
Yale
like
bill.
media and stuff like that, like,
yeah,
I think one thing that people didn't realize when it was all in the midst, especially when we was, you know, when we started working together, like building coalitions and shit like that. Like if the media can go places, especially niggas that support y'all, like Tone, like Caps and Crowns, like the Late Hour Show, like niggas that actually support y'all and play y'all music. If we create a platform that has touch in other places, then you know it's always gonna help out everybody, help the whole state, help the whole culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it's especially somebody like Tone. I think his shit is an example of
like catapulting himself to a world, to a larger audience in a whole nother niche with boxing off of the strength of like building his brand in Arizona. And off the not in a negative way, but like off the backs, like, you know what I'm saying, the Prosper Fall uplifted him for sure.
Yeah, he did that. He did that for sure. Shout out to him, man.
Tone talks. Yeah, when he talks, niggas listen. Whether he's saying some shit you don't agree with or not.
That's what I'm saying, bro. One day it's gonna come to a point, bro, where you're gonna see all this shit.
This nigga got a real microphone. Wait a minute. They still sell them hoes, nigga.
It's like,
yes,
you encounter so many people in the day, bro, right?
He said they
And
still
if you
sell those.
talk to people, then you get
I'm letting
understanding.
y'all know when I
why
come on
these
camera, I'm
things
gonna have
like
me one
why
of them.
these people don't be
You ain't
knowing
never
who
coming
people
on
is.
camera.
You may put them on
Shut
to
up,
somebody like, hey, go check out Wooty Wood music or something, bro. Like, and then the motherfucker.
We'll check him out, Con. We'll go live with JP in a little bit.
The harsh
Long
reality.
as he ain't talk about them kids, bro, and he got no kids on the screen, I'll play it.
Don't
It's just
really
him.
know
Ain't got
who
them
this
kids on there,
majority of their
man. I was
local
sitting there
rappers
on it
are.
for a second. I was like, nigga, stop.
There's no stage to put them
Like I
on
said,
in
he go,
front of these people.
Con said he
That's
going
what I've
live
been
in
saying.
25 minutes.
There's no bridge to go put X, Y, or Z in front of all these millions of people.
Not again.
Yeah, I agree.
Once you get that, bro, then it's a wrap. Because you have, this is one of the fastest growing cities in the country. Everybody should have millions of views, but we don't, because there's no one, I'm not going to say no one, but there's no entity capable of reaching that mass amount of people. That's just the harsh truth.
Yeah, to put nobody on.
Nobody
even
if, like, that's a grand push.
But I think, and before I leave y'all, that brings me back to a
You done with this nigga, man?
I was trying to tell you, Paul. I was about to ask y'all a question. Have you ever thought about being a hub, bro, for subs?
A hub for subs?
Yes.
I don't even know what the fuck that is. You gotta explain to me what that is.
Okay. Think about, how do you grow your channel and how do you get a lot of people on your channel, right? It's one thing I ain't never seen a lot of people do, right? Is be a hub for subs. You will be a person, bro, that can grow by going to other people's channels, right? Get up to a high number like Angry Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, most of them dudes starve out because they got to keep on putting out content, right? But one thing I never see people do with high numbers is go back and get other people's subs, which will bring you more subs. So it will make you a sub hub. So think about if you was a person on YouTube where everybody who joined YouTube, like me, this dude that's on here, wrestler, people that's trying to get monetized and everything, they go to you for the hub, for the sub. You know what I'm talking about? So you would be the person, bro, that can be like, you know what, hey, I'm about to send at least 300 niggas over there to get you up there where you need to be. And that day they can get you up to 300 because you have so many subs. You can be a person, bro, that push. Why people don't market that part?
I don't know. That's a good thing. I mean, I hear you. That sounds real good.
I'm like,
I wish I had that many subs to do it.
Well, I'm just saying, think about it. If you started early at a low rank, like you know what I'm saying, we were still lower tier, you know what I'm saying, at a lower tier, and then you grow up to that, and then you still implement that. Won't you be able to get up to where won't you be able to get that subs that everybody else get? Because everybody follows people and what people like. Especially when it comes to this YouTube thing and how people grow. You know how fast people hopped on certain people, bro, when certain people start getting certain numbers. When nigga jump from 3,000 to 10,000, from 10,000 to 30,000, from 30,000 to 100K, from 100K to 300K, you know, you look at a nigga differently on YouTube. That's what people say. And that's what I seen. They look at people differently. Like, you know, they the person to go to. So everything that they do and everything that they touch is gold at the time because they growing at a fast rate.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
I was just wondering why I don't see nobody doing that. That's just weird. Yeah, we can go over there to that cellulite shit. I ain't tripping.
Okay. Already got him in the queue. Already
they
got
talking
him
about.
in
They said something about Simon and some trans people, so we're gonna find out.
It's a fun little 3
So
hour.
same thing about Dark
I
Day.
didn't have to do this, but you know what though?
Well,
Simon,
you
you just
know,
wouldn't shut up.
God
And
damn,
since
let
you
me go over
wouldn't
here and
shut up,
send
I'm gonna
Will
go
some
ahead and
money. Shit.
I find everything out about you. And again, I say, like Zyrax told you, you have a daughter to protect. So make sure you
let
consider
me
that
play it.
very well.
Shit.
Watch your mouth. Holla at you.
Oh, he left. They done. Okay, I was about to send a nigga some money.
On my brother's keeper. I am my brother's.
Well, you forget yourself. You thinking like a.
Change your mind, sir. So how you gonna actually pay for a intercontinental flight for 2 people? Because you know, if you fly my girl out, you gotta fly her first class. If you fly me out, you must assuredly have to fly me first class. So how many times have you yelled at me about first class tickets because I'm not flying fucking coach?
Quite a few.
You got like fucked up, sir. Go ahead, babe.
Okay. Because like she is like my dad's the thing. Okay. I was like, okay, I don't mind. I want to meet your dad.
You like
I don't
you
mind.
liking Raw. You liking Lola. You liking everybody. You liking Peace. You liking every single girl that comes across. You like them.
No,
Now you
no,
want
me
to
and
call you a hoe?
Peace, my wife. Like, no, I don't fuck
No,
with
she
people like
ain't.
that. No, she is, bitch. Don't say that.
Fuck you,
But wait a minute. I thought his lady was there. But I thought his lady was there.
No, she ain't. Yes, she is, bitch.
Bitch. Bitch, he said that like a true gay man.
Mm-hmm. It was bad.
Bitch. Don't call me a bitch.
Oh, well, okay. So why are you saying that?
Because she said herself
She said what?
that you are not. She's not with you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Did you see what you call it, the her Raw's the one before this one?
No.
See what I mean? This is what I mean. Be truthful. Be honest with yourself.
Listen, if she wants to do that, I can't control her. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean like
Okay,
it don't mean anything. Like
what don't mean
like
anything?
when I say she's my
Some days
wife,
she's your
I
wife.
ain't
Some
talking
days she's
about
not your
some.
wife.
I ain't
Some days
talking
she's your
about some
wife. Some
YouTube
days she's
shit.
not your wife.
Girl,
And how the fuck was you talking
Like,
about your
look,
wife, but then you wound up bringing it back to Raw B? Nigga, I'm not your wife.
Confused.
I am confusion. Go ahead.
I ain't talking about some YouTube shit. No. You know, it's cool when we're over here on a platform and talk about something, this, that, one,
Yeah,
not blah,
it
blah, blah.
triggered you so much that you
Yeah.
called me a bitch again. If it didn't bother you.
You know what my tongue like. I don't
Yeah,
do
because
that.
it triggered you that much. Yeah, it was just YouTube shit. It's nothing. It's not important. Da da da. Then you wouldn't have called me a bitch. But
I don't
obviously,
do. I
it does
don't do
matter
that
to
shit
you.
on
So
purpose.
quick.
Like
So be more honest
I
with
don't.
yourself.
I don't
You
mean
get
anything.
much more further
all
if you're
right.
more honest with yourself.
I don't mean anything from it. I'll do that to anybody. Like I just gotta lose
Yeah, but
tongue.
then you felt that
Sorry.
I disrespected you in a way that you made that
No.
it just came out. Yeah.
It's not to do with you. I just speak like that. It's not
No,
really
you don't
like.
speak like that. You only speak like that when you are angry, when someone triggers you.
No, not at all. No, I don't think so. I could be eating rice pudding right now, just like yo,
Simon, oh my God. You're the idiot, okay?
All
It doesn't
right,
work like that.
wherever you on the thing. I don't know. I
Because
don't.
you know what? Because you always get like that every time peace comes up. You get really angry.
Yeah, because she's my wife.
No, she's not.
Okay.
You have not once visited her.
What? Oh shit.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
Call it out. Call it out.
No. Speak
It's
about
about to
something.
You told me that you have not visited her.
You told Zyrax that you didn't visit her. Why are you talking about your marital business to another woman?
Why are you so concerned, girl?
I'm not concerned. You told me this. So how is that concern? You told me this. So of course it's in once you tell someone something, it stays in their head. Hello?
What you trying?
That's why we have memory cells. Hello?
What's going on
He ain't
here?
never sober.
Like, why do you care?
Simon always drunk.
I
about
don't
my-
care. You tell me.
All right, well, cool. Chill the fuck out.
Jesus
Why?
Christ, what is
Talking about
so
people?
just gonna go hi, then you're gonna take that as, oh, she must like me. Something's off with you, I swear.
Well, tell me in it. I mean, you got a mouth. You got a vocabulary. I see.
So I'm interacting with you, that means I must like you, Simon, huh? Even though I have a husband, I have kids.
I don't know. I don't.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't care. I really don't.
Oh, she must really like me.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Here we go.
You don't even know what he's saying by now. He just lost in the sauce.
Here it comes. Here it comes from Peace of My Mind.
Pause that. Zyrex, let me correct you. If you got a husband and a child, and you on the phone with him at any day, okay, there is some level of like that he is correct about as far as you're concerned. Secondly, if you got a husband and this nigga right here just called you a bitch to your face and then said, why the fuck do you care? And you still here, and I can hear in your voice you really do care about this dude, but you got a husband. Now I'm looking at you extra sideways. And honestly, I'm looking at your husband extra sideways. And you already know, like, you know, like we can be a little extra honest over here. I mean, home of the FBI, the real FBI for real. Like, you know, the other FBI, the other real FBI, not the one Grace be looking for. Not that one. Okay, like not that way. Like, come on now. Like you gonna have to prove to yourself. I don't know how we listen to this and shit. If this is a private stream, I don't know. But the fact that you on the phone with him after
I'm gonna have to cut that off, brother.
That was live and stunning 4K low.
Hey, Tom.
Cut it off.
Yeah, you got to cut that out. We went down to 3 people. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. They said no, they ain't trying to hear that. Not on the Do Dirty channel. I guess they don't want to hear all that bull crap with the wire. Well, we got this, and we see if they'll listen to this. I'm gonna find something. I'm gonna find goddamn something. Yeah. I'll throw this in the back for you.
I'm sorry, I'm over here doing a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, you good, brother. I ain't tripping.
What else you want?
I better put it back there now, sir.
All right, well, let's get rid of exposing them.
Oh, you good. You good, Brian. Hey, bro. Hey, I'm just looking at the numbers, dog. That's it. We just had a good 12, 13 in here. It went down to 4. I heard Rob Wheaton them going off about Simon. They said, "Oh no, we ain't trying to hear that." There was more people here watching GS. That's crazy. I guess it's right.
Oh shit! Hold on. Let me get some grab.
See if they listen to this. I don't know. If not, I got some more crazy shit than that.
This nigga OG
People want that
drama.
Yeah, I might as well, bro. I mean, shit, what the fuck? It's just me, you, and mama.
Well, you know, I listen to any damn thing, so you know.
Shit, I ain't tripping.
For those of you that may not be familiar with her, is a part of the AKAs. Now, that's not an indictment on AKAs in particular, but it matters in this situation because of Kamala Harris. Now, Jasmine Crockett was one of the biggest advocates for Kamala Harris, and she was standing by her side, and they vowed to get her elected. Why? Well, you can point to a number of things. Maybe because they said that Kamala Harris was a black woman, although Candace Owens would probably debate that. Or you could say because they were a part of the same organization, being AKAs. Or you can say just because she was a woman. Either way, identity politics played a huge role in the support from Jasmine Crockett, which I believe personally, and this is just my own personal thoughts, I tend to believe personally is discriminatory because their preference is based off of things that doesn't make you best for the job, is based off of their affiliation and their bias against other people and for those that look like them or those that are a part of the organization that they serve. Now, let's not get it confused. I am not against networking. I absolutely believe that you should give preference based off of networking. And so the organization matters, but when it comes to public service, that's a completely different thing, right? If that was applicable when it comes to private business or your own personal business or whatever, cool. However you want to market yourself, however you deal with it, that's just what it is. But when it comes to public service and servants, we have to remove
It went
our
up to 8.
bias,
Look at you growing. We growing.
right?
Come on
We
now,
have
9,
to
10, 11,
make
12.
sure that we execute on the orders of the people.
Yeah,
Remember,
niggas want to talk about
these
this. Look
people
at
are
them.
not your boss. When we talk about the president of the United States of America, when we talk about Congress, when we talk about the House, when we talk about local mayors, governors, all of these people are in nominated positions because you vote for them and you pay for their salary. So that would mean that we're their boss. So if I'm Jasmine Crockett's boss, or even let's just go all the way up into the president of the United States of America and Congress in general, you would have to say that based off of how people vote, that's what we want them to execute on. So they need to surround themselves with people that more closely align with the thing that the people want. If I want and I voted for a guy based off of immigration, then I would expect for him to hire Tom Homan. If I want and I, want the federal government to not tax us and to be more efficient with the way that they spend their money, then I'm absolutely in support of Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk heading up the Department of Government Efficiency.
4 minutes. This nigga talking too much.
Yep.
Okay, Ms. Crockett.
So many of you know that I practice law, but some of you don't realize that I actually was a business major out of Rhodes College in Memphis, Tennessee. And the emphasis that I got in my business degree was on finance. And as I traveled the country campaigning this election cycle, one of the things that I talked about was this idea that in finance, we always promote this idea of diversity. If you know anything about a portfolio, the one thing that you want to do is make sure that it's as diverse as possible, because at times certain stocks will perform better than others, and they will exemplify various strengths and weaknesses. And together, a diverse portfolio is usually what any good finance person would promote. They wouldn't.
Now, her goal in this conversation, because again, I want to deep dive a little bit deeper on the Millionaire Morning Show. We always bring it back down to the money. That's why it's called the Millionaire Morning Show. Even when it comes to politics, even when it comes to business, even when it comes to crime, where is the money talk in this? Well, Jasmine Crockett is setting the foundation. She's using her college education, her high school education, her middle school education to execute on a few principles. And the one thing that she's doing is she's putting together her thesis and her hypothesis. And the foundation of her argument is based off of the idea that she is she studied finance. I said, okay, well, this is right up my alley. We going right down the right path, right? She studied finance. She says, look, the best finance managers or anybody that's in this to represent you, meaning that she is a reflection of the people that voted for her.
Promote that you solely invest in vanilla wafers, believing that that is going to be the strongest portfolio, but instead they may want to add some chocolate cake and some Twinkies into the mix to make sure that we have the best portfolio, because there will be different preferences by different people. And again, there will be different strengths. But as I sit here and I think about what we say and what I'm hearing as it relates to diversity when it comes to anything outside of making money. And to be clear, we are losing GDP every time we try to push back on this idea of diversity, because all of us bring something different to the table. But you consistently said over and over the word oppression, and every time that you said it, it was almost as if I was hearing nails on a chalkboard, because it seems like you don't understand the definition of oppression. And I asked you to just refer to Google to help you out. Oppression is the prolonged, cruel, or unjust treatment or control. That is the definition of oppression. And so as I sit here as a Black woman who practiced civil rights, let me tell you the reason that my colleagues wanted to make sure you understood the same Black history that your side of the aisle wants to delete out of classrooms is because you can then misuse words like oppression. There has been no oppression for the white man in this country.
What's your point?
I want y'all to remember what she's saying. And the reason that I
okay, OG, can you? I don't speak niggerdom sometimes.
Okay.
Can you explain to me what she meant?
That's how she feels.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll continue.
pause it in certain places is because I want that to sink in. This is not a speech for anybody. It's a speech against white people. This is not a speech for anybody. This is a speech against white people.
Okay.
I just want y'all to take it in for a minute.
You tell me which white men were dragged out of their homes. You tell me which one of them got dragged all the way across an ocean and told that you are going to go and work. We are going to steal your wives. We are going to rape your wives. That didn't happen. That is oppression. We didn't ask to be here.
Well, I wonder if we ever going to go and ask for reparations from the Africans that captured you and sold you over here in the first place. I wonder if they ever going to do that. Do we ever go and hold people accountable that actually sold you to be a part of the transatlantic slave trade?
Sir, you know
I'm always wondering about that. Anyways, let's continue.
We're not the same migrants that y'all constantly come up against. We didn't run away from home. We were stolen.
Landed on us.
So yeah, we are going to sit here and be offended when you want to sit here and act like and don't let it escape you that it is white men on this side of the aisle telling us, people of color on this side of the aisle, that y'all are the ones being oppressed, that y'all are the ones that are being harmed. That's not the definition of oppression. You tell me the prolonged, cruel, or unjust treatment that you've had, and we can have a conversation.
You could start with Exodus.
This is what I'm
start
wondering.
with the last 5 minutes she's been talking.
This is what I'm wondering. All right. At what point do we let go? Because I don't know anybody personally. I've met a lot of people. I've met literally tens of thousands of people in my lifetime. Done shows, coaching sessions, kicked it with people, running to people on a regular basis. This is what I'm trying to figure out. And I do know that there were black people that owned slaves also, but that's a completely different conversation. We don't want to get into a history lesson. Yes, there were black people. Some of the first slave owners in this place were black people. But like I said,
you didn't want to get into that conversation.
In 2024, not 1865, not 1758, not 1636, in 2024, at what point, because again, I don't know anybody, not one person in 2024 going into 2025 that was in slavery, that picked cotton, that
picked cotton,
was sold to somebody else.
My mama sold me to help other people.
What year? Give me a year that we no longer gonna sit here and run in the Victim Olympics.
1996.
Just give me a year. Just give me a year. Give me 1 year. Give me a time frame that we're gonna sit here and say, you know what? All right. So we're gonna get all of our anger out, and this generation and the next generation. Is it 21, 24? Is it 21, 24? $20.45? What year?
That's a disingenuous question. Come on,
the
Mike.
year 3000? The year after Jesus returns, 2200. We're going to sit here and talk about how they're oppressed. Every single person.
Final thing that I will say on this particular issue, two things. There is an article from The Guardian, and it is a little old. It's from 2021. So I apologize. But it said that back then, just 3 years ago, white men represent 30% of the population, but 62% of office holders. These are the issues that we are constantly looking at and recognizing and trying to say, is this just? I can't even tell you how many white men have served in this chamber, but I can tell you that I am only the 55th Black woman to be elected to Congress. And so when you
should only be 54 at least.
Want to talk about history and pretend as if it was so long ago, it wasn't. Because again, I am just number 55.
Question, OG.
I'll go ahead.
Does that have to do with the people, or does that have to do with Black people?
Okay. I have no idea, sir.
Has everything to do with the people in the United States who elected these motherfuckers in Congress. Has nothing to do with Congress itself or Black people themselves, because you got to motherfucking represent for the people that are around you, not the motherfucking just the Black people. I don't understand why they do this comparison game. Do you know why? I mean, you smart man.
No, I don't listen to this. I'm not even listening to it now. I'm just trying to get the people back here. This is what y'all smart niggas want to listen to. Everybody didn't pile back in here, and they love this type of shit. Yeah, I gave it to them. Yeah, they ain't want to hear niggas talk about Simon. So we came to this.
I'm just saying, it don't make sense to me. You're supposed to be elected representative, not motherfucking representative just the niggas. I guess that's what they don't understand. This is my problem behind what they're saying. Because, I mean, that's literally what you're there to do, is represent the people that of your state. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This shit's crazy to me. I don't know. Yeah, all right. Well, let's continue. My bad. I didn't mean to stop it.
Are you good?
I thought I would just ask you the question because you smarter than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Finally, when we start to talk about what do these numbers do, as we're trying to say the diversity, equity, and inclusion is the problem, the reality is that when it comes to financial performance, companies with more diverse workforces are more likely to outperform their competitors. Companies in the top quartile for racial diversity are 35% more likely to outperform their peers on profitability. Companies with diverse executive teams are 25% more likely to generate greater profits. Diverse companies earn 2.5 times higher cash flow per employee. Diversity works. And until you can show me data that says otherwise, I think that we need to go back to being a country that listens to experts and gets out of our feelings and recognizes again that racism is real in this country. And until we stop.
And it starts with you. It starts with you. I cannot tell you how many times that I hear people on a regular basis sit here and claim race.
Get this nigga up out of here. What we doing? I dropped one more. I'll put another one back there in the back for you, sir. Maybe they.
That's total bullshit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh no, sir. My arch nemesis, huh? Huh? That what you trying to do? You trying to trigger me today?
Oh, I got your boy too. Just go and play that. Just started at 7:12.
Oh my God! Why do you want to trigger me?
Ain't nobody trying to trigger you. I'm trying to keep the audience flowing, sir. I'm trying to keep trying to bring people in.
Sound like trigger. You said 7 minutes.
And 12. Should be at that marker right there and make it bigger if you don't mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One thing to say about the magnetic field is protecting us. It's protecting us. It's so beautiful. Oh yeah. But this is another thing I gotta add on to this question. I heard
that's allowed. That's allowed. Okay.
I want to because it's so fascinating.
Okay.
I heard that the magnetic field was actually reversed at one time.
Yeah.
In the Earth's history.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Ooh, that's exciting.
So
north or south?
Okay, so
And
now,
south or north?
okay, now I don't want to blow your mind.
Okay, hit me.
Okay, really?
I love this.
I say
love
everyone's
this stuff.
mind should be blown at least once a day. That's a quote of mine. I'm just saying. Okay, you ready?
Hit me.
Okay.
Well
We're about
times
the same. I'm a little
mine.
older than you, but we're approximately the same age. When we were growing up, the North Magnetic Pole was in northern Canada. It was never where Santa is.
Whoa.
Okay, so Earth's magnetic pole is shifted from our rotation poles. I don't know if you didn't know that.
I did not know
okay.
this.
And it's not stationary. It moves.
It's moving.
Wait, hang on. So when we were growing up, it was kind of meandering in the Canadian, that whole northern area of Canada with just islands and lakes and things. That's where it was, which meant that if you were up in Canada, you couldn't use a compass to find north because it could be south of you.
That's right.
Okay. So it's no good way farther down that you get a kind of right. Good Boy Scout books would have a correction table depending on where you were in longitude relative to good Boy Scout books. Now watch, you check it lately. That North Pole has been moving and it is now passing the North Pole on its way to Siberia.
What? Wait.
Yes. And pretty soon it'll be Putin's North Pole.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
The boy controls enough in the world.
That's a tilt. The tilt meter just went.
Okay.
I can't believe it's moving.
Now, on top of all that, the magnetic field is getting weaker.
Oh.
And we think it's going to get weaker and weaker until it goes away. And then when it comes back again, it'll be in reverse because it flips every time.
Oh, my God.
Now, check this out. You know how magnets work, right? The plus attracts to the minus.
Yes.
Okay, so opposites attract.
That's right.
You've heard that. Okay. If you have a compass with a north, with a little needle, and there's a north side of the compass, that would point to our north magnetic pole. However, that is a north needle on the compass.
Yeah.
Why should north point to north? It's not supposed to.
I know.
Which means Earth's south magnetic pole is in our north. Because all north magnets point to it.
That's right. That's right.
We're going to point into the opposite.
Oh my goodness.
So you've always been told that's where our north magnetic pole is. Our south magnetic pole is in our north.
So
okay, so now, so we're going to lose the field, and then it will come back in reverse. Then all your compasses will point the other way. We worry that when the magnetic field goes away to flip again, but this is called a dynamo effect. When it goes away and flips, that while it's not there, will it put all of us at risk?
Yeah.
So we go back in the fossil record because it's flipped before. And if you go to the points where it has flipped, there's no periods of mass extinction.
Oh.
So if it wreaked havoc, it was not global catastrophe.
Right.
So I'm not so worried about it.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Will our electronics still work?
Yeah, because the magnetic field is not that strong.
So it's no Y2K event.
Not even was that an event?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
okay. I wasn't worried.
So the threat is not good. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, everyone thought like Y2K, everything would break.
Yeah.
But keep in mind the way we celebrate time, it's midnight in 24 different hours in sequence.
True.
It doesn't all happen at once.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. So it's not like the whole world blows up at once.
Yeah.
Even if that were going to happen, it would blow up time zone by time zone.
It would be one at a time.
So people get confused when they say, well, the magnetic axis is going to flip. They think it's our rotation axis and then they freak out.
I love this.
So I got to tell them, no, chill. It's just a magnetic. It has happened before. It's going to happen again.
Listen, man, Neil, you blew my mind on the first question with the first answer.
So Terry, I don't know if you realize the people who ask us these questions, they're part of our Patreon patrons.
Oh.
So they get to ask questions in our.
Go ahead and ask some bullshit questions.
Yeah, how smart was that, Tom? Did you know that, sir?
Hold on. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm. What you think about what he said, Mom?
Mind-blowingly genius.
Same thing I thought.
It was so far above my head, I will never understand it. I had to go back
It
to
made
high
it-
school.
It made me want to learn some more stuff about it, didn't it, Mama? It was that good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hopefully Tom agree with us.
Now, the million questions that I was born to ask just grew by one question.
Mm-hmm. Con, stop being like that.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Look at her.
This was the dumbest conversation I've fucking heard almost in a lifetime.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty dumb.
How you figure that?
Because I don't like that nigga. You know he's my arch nemesis.
Yeah, so what was wrong with the conversation, though?
Everything. He's a fucking retard. How does he know the motherfucking shit flipped before?
They studied it.
Oh, how you gonna study something that you wasn't around for?
That's how they know.
Oh, okay. Okay. That
And
just
then-
sounds like
and
more
then-
bullshit to me.
And then by the fossils, it really gave them credit. It gave them
Stop it.
gave
Nigga,
him
what
credit.
fossils? What fossils, nigga?
The one that they looked at, and the period of time when everything flipped. He bro, you wasn't listening for some reason. Me and Mama thought it was amazing.
Mama's a goddamn liar.
No, she not.
Mama, you over there lying?
It was the most genius stuff I ever heard.
I'm telling you.
I've never been so enlightened in my entire life.
Oh, this next one really gonna blow his mind. No, he thought that right there was just a warm up. He said it was the first question. We ain't even got to the second question. I just thought he was gonna be honest with us and tell us that he liked what he heard. Because it goes to one of his points.
It go a little deep into this bullshit.
Yeah, because it go that right there go to one of your points, sir. You ain't even thinking about it.
What points?
About gravity.
It's not. It's the absence of gravity. It's more of buoyancy than anything, not gravity. But that's
I
neither
say
here
it
nor there.
talks to one of your points about gravity.
Oh,
You weren't
okay.
even listening though, because you don't like him. But anyway,
I
he
know.
gonna put you on some new game. Watch this, play it.
All right. Well, we ain't listening, but we'll listen.
That work.
Cosmic Queries. So all of them are patrons. So,
I love that.
So check it out. What's next?
All right, next is Sandra Pink. Sandra here from Singapore.
Singapore, very
All
nice.
right, can't wait to visit Singapore.
I was there a couple of years ago.
I heard nothing
Yeah,
but
yeah.
great things. Thank you for doing what you do, inspiring and making everyone's lives just a little bit better every day.
Nice.
Question. Mr. Cruz has so many muscles. Yes, thank you. Sandra, you're the best.
Stop
I love
jiggling
this.
your
Okay,
pecs.
I'm sorry.
There's
Okay,
not a law against
back
that.
to science.
I bet that's illegal in 3 states.
And muscles are so hard to build and maintain. In the cosmic sense, how important are muscles? And why do we need to work so hard for them if they are so important to our survival? Is this entropy?
Ooh.
Whoa.
Big word.
I like it.
Well, okay. So there's a lot of speculation about like the strong man in the tribe. Because what does that person do? Goes out and gets the food. Okay. They
Right.
walk back with an elk.
Yeah,
on their
yeah,
back,
exactly.
Okay. And they're the
I'm
one.
the man.
I'm the man. And I brought back the food.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And there's further speculation that that person has almost mythical significance in the tribe.
Mhm.
And everybody wants to mate with that person.
Mhm.
Because if you don't want to mate with that person, then you don't have offspring that could possibly do that in the future, and you'll just die. You'll be a dead end in the gin,
And very hungry.
That's okay. So people have speculated that this accounts for the fascination we have with famous people, because that whatever was that urge to want to make babies with who brought back the food. Today, you don't need to do that because there's a grocery store down there. So what became of that urge? It's still there within us.
Right.
And there's the person on the silver screen.
Yeah.
That's the person who I want to mate with, or I want that to be my friend. There's an urge,
Connection.
even though they're a total stranger.
Yeah.
And they could be a total asshole.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. So muscles have that role, but there are other roles that muscles don't really serve. Okay. So I don't know if everybody had muscles, does that work? So maybe some people out of a group need the muscles for the tribe. And, you know, others need to be able to climb trees nimbly, maybe to get the fruit. Somebody needs to swim. You surely know how to swim, but if you have less fat, as you surely do, you're less buoyant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
People who have very sinewed muscles are less buoyant in the water. Now, Olympic swimmers, of course, are very sort of lanky. They don't look like you. Okay?
Yeah, no,
very
not
different
at all.
bodies.
Not at all.
Okay.
I've seen that.
Yeah, you've seen that. But long distance swimmers typically have a little more fat on their
Shit out
bodies,
of me.
which gives some buoyancy.
That's a
So that
fact.
the energy you're putting into swim is not only to keep you afloat, it's to actually push you forward. Because if you're going to sink, some of your energy has to go into not sinking.
I love what you're saying because it shows that the muscle is skill oriented to what you need.
Yes, it doesn't have to be big.
Right.
Just skills.
It's not about big.
That's correct.
Yes, I love that.
And are you quick? Can you catch the rabbit?
Yes.
And some big muscular person is not catching the rabbit.
Oh, listen. First of all,
You ain't
being
catching
big,
rabbits?
I've seen for years big guys in the gym who can't do anything.
They can just lift weights.
They're just big.
Big
you know
lift
what I mean?
weight.
I have a perfect example. I thought I was strong, and I had a mover one time. Little guy. I mean, he just looked like a normal guy. And there was a box I couldn't move. I was literally like, "Hey man, you're gonna need to bring some other people." He was like, "No, I got it." And he picked it up and walked out the door. And I was like, "Oh my!" Because
I like the fact that you benchmarked other people's abilities to your own ability.
What this is the
you
thing.
said, "I can't do this. He must need help."
I totally told him. I was like, "You better get your friend."
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, I got it." And he picked it up and walked out the door. And I realized something. I said, "This is what he does."
That's what he does. All his muscles are configured for that.
Everything is configured for moving.
Yes.
I'm not. I'm a celebrity.
Yeah.
I don't move anything.
You're a celebrity body.
OG.
Yes, sir.
Terry Crews is gay as shit, and so is goddamn Neil deGrasse fuckboy.
What did they say was wrong, sir?
It's just really gay.
No, it's what it is.
Yeah.
But they ain't say nothing wrong. You agree with everything they said, right?
No, I don't. I don't agree
What
with
you
everything.
disagree with then, sir?
The whole thing about the muscles and the swimming and shit, because he
What is it then? What was he wrong about, sir? Tell me.
because he tried to say having muscles makes you not buoyant, right? But then try to compare it to a swimmer who's mostly muscle, like 90% muscle, right?
No.
He just doesn't have a lot of fat. So that will go to his stupidity right there. Even though he tried to make the comparison to me was stupid, because then he switched the comparison to actually being able to move.
Yeah, that was
using your muscles for something else. But again, what he's saying didn't make any fucking sense, because if a swimmer is nothing but muscle, they have no fat, which makes them less buoyant. So to say just because you're big, just because you have muscles, you're less buoyant, it's dumb.
It's a fact.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's just not. Being able to swim is just that. Just being able to fucking swim.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said you got to have
my
technique.
God.
He said you had technique. But what you ain't understanding
here.
is the more muscles you have, if you go against a fat person in the water, they're gonna be able to float. You're gonna have to keep yourself up.
Oh my God.
You can go test that right now. You can test that.
What you're telling
You
me
can
is
do
that
a small
skinny people
test with
can't
that, sir.
float? Oh, wait. You're telling me skinny people can't float?
Yeah, they can.
Oh, okay. So what do we do? What do we do?
He never did say that they couldn't. That's what I'm saying. He never said that they couldn't, sir. He just said some facts. That's why I asked you, did you agree?
That means
No, I don't need you to infer.
You'll still be able to float, sir.
No, sir. That's not what he was talking about. And
Oh my
it,
God.
being
Oh my
disingenuous.
Who been disingenuous?
What did you hear, Mama?
I heard bullshit.
Yeah, I know. We know what you heard. You hadn't already told us what you heard.
He lost me when he started talking about people wanting to marry the guy with the most muscles to to reproduce children to make strong children. And I was like, no.
That was a fact too.
No.
It was.
Because my dreams got deflated early. I never looked for the guy with the biggest muscles. And then he lost me too when he said that size don't matter to women. That you talk to any woman and she gonna tell you size matters. Y'all close your ears. I'm trying real hard not to talk dirty.
I appreciate you, Mom.
You're welcome. I'm just saying.
I feel you. I was just saying he was right though, Mom. He ain't right. Yeah, he is. Tell me why he's not right, Tom, and I'll tell you why he is. I have to wait till he come back.
Granny go get dirty here in a minute.
You say
shit
what,
ass
Mom?
shit. I'm coming.
I love it.
Pop your
That's
pants.
Sir.
Thank you, Sandra.
Okay.
You trying to tell me where he was wrong at, sir?
I already told you he was wrong.
No. I was talking about what you said when you was walking away when Mama was talking. Because Mama didn't get what he was saying.
Mama got what he said. He was bullshitting.
No,
even about the motherfucking.
He was telling the truth.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
He's a nigger and a liar. You got two niggers and liars up there.
No, for real, he was. He was
okay, well, explain to us that. What was?
I'm trying to figure out why he wasn't. I don't want to tell you why he's right now. I want to tell you. I want to figure out why you say he's wrong. Because I know I'm about to tell you, but I need to know your answer. Why you think he was wrong?
Well, over what subject? Because he had multiple right there in that segment.
But that one Mama was talking about when he said that they go pick the strongest.
They don't go pick the strongest. That's absolutely false. What women do? They pick guys based off of recreational uses.
Okay.
So he was absolutely wrong there. But, hold on. Let me finish.
Yeah, he wasn't even. I'm gonna have to wait till he come back so I can tell him the answer. He wasn't listening. Let me know when you're back, Tom.
All right. So, has nothing to do with just being bigger. Has to do with anything with them being whatever the use that woman has for them. Whether that woman wants to use them just for sexual purposes, or it could be a motherfucker that can build a house, which we know most builders are not big as shit. Just motherfuckers able to do shit. So to say women get married based off of just how big a motherfucker is wrong.
Okay. Well, he was right when he said it. He was talking about Neanderthals. He was talking about people who didn't have the same type of context. They was talking. Then he even went to the point he was trying to explain the part of how animals do it. Basically, when he said the study. So when they studied this, the studies is, you know what I'm saying, most animals go for the strongest.
Well, he wasn't talking about animals. He was talking about people.
Well, sir, that's what I just sat there and said. He even put the study in there. So he was like, you know what I'm saying, from what we have studied from when these people was doing that back in the day, he wasn't talking about us. He was talking about tribes and people.
How does he know that's what they were looking for? How did he know that's how they got mated?
Because Tom, I just sat there and told you, you're not listening again. He used the point of saying that they use science, sir. And
how
looking
did
through
they study someone
because they
there?
used the method of animals, sir. I just explained that to you. Not listening. He was trying to basically saying the same thing as why does the lion get all the why does certain lions get all the
so he's basing his study based off of animals and not reality, because that doesn't
and
mean
what they and what the
oh
and
my
then
God.
Okay, but you got to let me finish. And then
Go
he
ahead.
even went to the point that he was talking about our time, and that's more true than anything right
What
now.
time? What time?
The time now is what they put in front of us, these celebrities. So, and we just heard a conversation earlier on with Fatty and them was talking, and old girl was sitting there saying one thing like she was making sense when she wasn't. When Fatty told her that if one of these dudes who is capable of doing everything that you want, which is going to be a celebrity type nigga, one of these niggas, that's the nigga you gonna lay down with. And he straight up told her, and she told him, no, that's not going to happen. He said, yeah, when you was in your prime, because she was making a point and she was 53, and that's not what she's looking for. But she already made a decision of what that was. And he explained that while he was trying to explain it
That
to me.
doesn't mean it was a celebrity. Now let's go back to this
It wasn't
bullshit.
about the it wasn't about that.
You
It was just the
go
point
ahead.
he was
You let
making.
me know when you're done, sir.
Oh, I'm done now. I just wanted to make sure I got that out. You still didn't understand because you was talking the whole time. But
No,
go
I
ahead.
heard what you said.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you
It
can't.
goes back to
Go ahead.
bullshit. How can you
How's that?
study something that you wasn't a part of? You're basing your study based off of animal characteristics instead of actually people that was there, because we don't know what they were doing. We don't know how they selected mates. We just think that's how they selected mate because that's how animals do. That doesn't mean that we necessarily, or it doesn't necessarily mean that that the people back then selected their mates based off of that. It could have been a motherfucker who can build a fire, which not big as all, or who can catch a rabbit quicker than another motherfucker. Has nothing to do with muscles, has nothing to do with anything besides person being able to provide. Now, to say that one person can only provide, well, we already know, as in people that had lived a long fucking time and have grown, that most men teach their sons how to hunt. So to say that a woman based their selection based off of, oh, this guy is bigger and he can build it, and every woman wants to sleep with him, it's bullshit. Even if you go back to Mayan times, these motherfuckers selected their men based off of what? Just whatever physical attraction they had for that motherfucker at that point in time to move it over. We've seen movies about this shit. This is crazy. It's not.
No, what we doing here? You can't change what is. So basically, what you're going.
You don't
against
know what's a fact. You're basing everything based off of animal characteristics instead of humans.
Okay, well, basically, what you're doing is going against their science. So what I need you to do is come. So what I need you to do is come up with a thesis paper, right? And then you need it, and then you so you can get you so you can go get you one of them them what they call them the whole thing, what they call it.
I don't know. You tell me, Mr. Smart Man.
Well, you know, we go get you one of them, and then a Nobel Peace Prize. You feel me? So
you don't have to do anything to get a Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, sir, you ain't got to explain it to me. You smarter than me on that. You can just go ahead and do what you got to do to put it in the record books that you changed the wording of what they saying.
No, I didn't change the word of anything. They own bullshit.
This is their science, sir. I didn't make this up. I'm only telling you what the man told you, sir.
The best science out there. Is that what you're saying?
Yours might be better, but until you put it on paper and acknowledge it, I don't know what to tell you.
Mama,
only thing I'm telling you is
okay. Let's do this.
Wait a minute. We don't have to. We don't have to do nothing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go by the word that's in the books.
No, we're not.
That's that cat over there going crazy.
We're gonna ask Mama a question since she's the only female on the panel. Mama, did you base your characteristics off your man selection based off of the characteristics that you're looking for, or based off of him just being big? No.
Still a disingenuous question, but we'll let it rock. Go ahead.
And I'm gonna give it the answer it deserves. With much deep thought and consideration, I was only looking for one muscle, sir. And if it worked, I was good.
Yeah, she was looking for size. So let me stop. Nah, but that you see, I knew his question was going to be like that because he should have never asked you that question.
Why not?
Because it's disingenuous.
It's not disingenuous because we know Mac. Hold on, we know Mac is more than just one muscle, sir.
Stop. First of all, you can't compare Pops to size. We compare because that's not what the criteria was. He said for nowadays it's based on something else, which he's right about that.
Which was what?
What everybody else thinks. You got to have these certain things that Fatty was talking about. You got to have looks. You got to have the money.
That's not true.
Well, what? Listen here. This is what they say nowadays. So if mama want to go against that, then she's going against everything that's been promoted on YouTube, sir. We just got through watching it with several of them. You're not going to change what I'm saying. I'm just having a conversation. See, you can't do that with me.
Okay, all right, cool. Mama, did you base getting married before YouTube even was in existence, or based off of your own reality?
They had their own requirements too when they was going for that.
There was no YouTube around, niggas. I don't want to hear bullshit.
Before you even go there, and before he keep on being disingenuous, what was the requirements y'all was looking for in your time? Because we don't want to talk about back in the daytime, and we don't want to talk about the new time because I don't want to get him confused. So in your time, what was your requirements for a mate?
So in the 80s or 90s.
I'm asking, come on, you can't, you don't know.
Oh, well, okay, when was your time, mama? Because so we know what years it was around.
You ain't got to know the years. I just need to know what they was looking for.
No. Fuck you. When did you get married, mama?
I don't need you to try to add on the extra.
I ain't adding extra, mama. What year did you get married?
In 1974.
Okay.
God damn.
So in them times, what was y'all looking for in requirements? Like people your age, people in your age group, what was y'all looking for in mates? So we could stick to that and then compare. We don't need to compare something that don't need no comparison.
This is going to sound really corny, but dedication and devotion to each other.
That's bullshit.
No, let mama speak. Let her cook.
That's the truth.
I ain't gonna lie to us.
Shit, she said motherfucking dedication and devotion.
Get him, mama.
I'm gonna tell you how much bullshit that was, because how did you know he was going to be dedicated or devoted to you if you weren't in a relationship with him before?
Yeah, let mama cook. Everybody to check. Put it in there. Let mama cook.
Because I saw how he how he treated other people around him.
See, that's wait, here's another disingenuous goddamn old person. This is why we putting y'all out the pasture. This is why we putting y'all out the pasture. Where LA at? I'm sick of this shit. How the fuck do you decide based off of what you seen how he treated someone else? The motherfucker could have been whooping your ass, but treated everyone else good.
Well, this nigga off the chain.
But he wasn't.
That's a fact.
He wasn't.
Yo, this shit crazy. This shit is crazy. Oh, mama.
Good job.
You being disingenuous.
No, she ain't.
I am not.
She ain't.
I am not.
Oh my God. What are we doing?
Keeping it real. That's why I try to tell you. You can't get past the point. The nigga didn't tell no lies, sir.
I can make up a story. You want me to make up a story? I'll make it up.
Mama, you lying.
You want me to ask him? I'll ask him.
It's
He said right
crazy,
here.
Yo, I just can't believe this shit. She said, I got with him based off devotion and dedication. What? What the fuck? You know what? Where's that one drop? What is even that? What is even that?
Look, that's what I'm talking about. No, it's a fact. Chandra, you better look at Con. Well, okay, boy, y'all need to stop.
She is on that science fiction bullshit.
That's keeping it real.
He got cooked.
Look at it.
Well, let's bring it in. Let's bring it into the future. What was you looking for, Tom?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? Since she's standing on business, I'm gonna let her rock with a bullshit ass answer. We gonna press play.
Oh no,
I knew look at Tyson got him a W today. Check him out.
You are not gonna get out of it. What was
He
you
tried.
looking for?
Yeah, You see how he did it? He tried to skim past it.
I saw that. You think you was being Slick Willie. You ain't. What did you look for?
In your time, sir. What was yours? What was yours like?
Who?
You. Nigga, we talking about you.
I don't know about it wasn't no goddamn dedication and devotion, motherfucker. I know that's bullshit.
We asked you what was yours. We heard what mama said. She's right about her.
I like the titties.
All right, so it's the same thing. See what I'm talking about? It's the same thing he was saying from back in the day when they were looking for big, strong people. You was looking for something way different. And he went W.
Oh yeah, see what BM said? Looking for them titties. That's a fact.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. I knew it, mama. I knew it.
I didn't care how good she can cook. As long as she has some air rollers that I like. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
But you wanted those boobies to be dedicated and devoted to just you, though, didn't you?
You know what? Drop
Yeah,
this
they had to
old
be
lady.
big.
How
They
much
had to be
is to
big
drop
too,
this
mama.
old
They
lady?
had
I'm
to
sick
be
of this
big
shit.
too. That's the problem. I ain't even gonna say nothing, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he gonna skip past that part every time, but we ain't gonna go there. You can continue playing the video.
That's a fact. Y'all full of bullshit right now. I can't believe y'all. Y'all over here on that bullshit.
I know you weren't trying to hear it, but he got that W. So on that one, now you might get him on the rest of it on this next part, but this one right
Nah,
here,
that shit was
yeah,
bullshit.
bro, this
He
is
didn't get
bad.
no
You
goddamn
you should agree with him like I did.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah. So entropy is disorder, and generally we like living in what is ordered, and we put energy into a system to order it so that we can function within it. But we have to get that energy from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Things don't get ordered for free.
Wow.
Okay. So we get our energy from the food, and the food gets its energy. If it's an animal, it ate plants. The plant got its energy from the sun.
Wow.
So ultimately, we are all solar powered.
I love that.
Just
That's
saying.
hot. That is beautiful, man.
It's beautiful.
I tend to lay out in the sun, and I do feel better after I do that.
Okay.
Not too crazy, but but I think that's right.
Communing with the cosmos in that way.
It's a way to keep me grounded.
Yeah.
As you can see, those astronauts stranded in space help us critically think about the origin of life and future of humanity. But with recent advancements in technology, we might not have to worry about human extinction after all. Scientists have found a way to store the entire human genome in a near indestructible 5D memory crystal.
You see this bullshit? See what I'm saying?
Bro,
You see what I'm saying, Mama? Look.
This is a commercial, sir.
No, this ain't no fucking commercial.
I said you can skip past it. This is a commercial, sir.
It ain't no commercial.
It's a commercial, sir. I'm telling you what it is, bro. They're gonna ask you to do some sign up and all the rest of that stuff and join. That's a commercial, sir.
That's cool. That's cool.
Just go to the next part, Tom. Just go to the next part. It's a commercial. Whatever they saying on here is not. It ain't got nothing to do with it. Just go past it. It's a commercial.
Hold on. Because now it's going back to the bullshit. This sorry sack of shit we always be talking about. Storing the human genome, storing the fucking indestructible 5D memory crystal. Bitch, where they do that at?
We're gonna go into that in a few minutes. Just
you know what?
Go past this commercial.
I am sick of this.
Once you go past this commercial, then we'll be all right. You get back to the conversation because I got one more for you, and I think you'll like it. Sir, were you trying to do this for you?
Now.
I don't need you shit for me. I already got it.
All right, here we go. We have Will Mansell Brown. Hello, Dr. Tyson, Mr. Cruz, new patron here.
Nice.
Another patron. My name is Will Mansell Brown, and I'm from North Hampshire in the UK.
Northamptonshire.
Northamptonshire. Yeah, I gotta say it.
They staple it all together.
Yeah, they do. They do. I'm not from there. I'm not from the UK. Let's see. My question is, photons are massless, however, are given a mass equivalent based on their energy.
Yes, they do.
Does this mean that gamma rays are affected more by the curvature of space than radio waves due to there being a higher mass equivalence? Many thanks, and I love the show.
Wow. Okay. So there's a lot going on there.
Yes, it is.
So the mass equivalent, you have the energy of the photon. You plug it into E equals MC squared. You plug it in. The E is for energy. You put in the energy, and on the other side is M, mass, times C squared. That's the speed of light squared. That's just a constant. You look that up, plug it in. So energy and mass are related in this way. So what he's wondering is, if it has no mass, would it still respond to gravity? And if it does respond to gravity, do the higher mass equivalent photons respond more? That's the question. Okay. Now that's very Aristotelian. and Aristotle got a lot of
Big
physics
word.
wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
my
You know what
God.
Aristotle said? I'm a little bit paraphrasing. He said,
You heard it.
heavy things fall to earth faster than lighter things in proportion with their mass. He didn't use the word mass, but in terms of their weight.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Like a rock and a feather.
Well, a feather's different. Fine. That's true with a feather because a feather is doing this. But get a heavy rock and a light rock.
Right.
They fall down at exactly the same rate.
That's right.
Exactly the same rate.
Yep.
That is way more profound than most people appreciate. Okay. The gravity is pulling more strongly.
Did this nigga just say? Did this nigga just say? Let's just put it into pounds. A 5-pound weight and a 10-pound weight fall at the exact same speed.
Wrong.
What did he say? No, he said they're going to hit the ground at the same time.
He was talking about different rocks. If I grab,
nigga, it don't matter. It don't matter.
No. Wait,
it don't
First of
matter.
all, stop.
He's taking a light rock and a heavy rock.
Tom, stop.
Come on, dog.
Stop, bro. Stop. I want you to listen. He was talking about the type of rocks. You know,
he didn't give a
listen,
type of rock.
oh my God, bro. If you let bro, you got to stop. You got to doing what Fatty was doing earlier, bro. You got to let people finish saying what they saying. Bro, we got Mayo. So basically, he was saying, bro, if you have two different type of rocks and they're at the same type of weight, they will hit the ground at the same time.
Lying now.
Sir. Well, play it back, sir.
That's not what he said.
Right there, bro. He didn't say nothing
what
about
he said.
He did. To your point, he didn't say anything about 5 pounds and 10 pounds because we know that the 10-pound will hit it first, sir. Don't be disingenuous.
Okay.
Just play
hold
it
on,
back
hold on. Let me
what he
defend
said.
myself. Let me defend myself.
Because I can tell
he
you
said,
if I have the same weight of a lava rock and a lime rock and they both the same, do you think they're going to hit the ground at the same time from the same height?
Sir, he said get a light rock and a heavy rock, and they're going to hit the ground at the same time. Nigga, you know what? Let's
the physics wrong.
Okay.
Okay. You know what Aristotle said? I'm a little bit paraphrasing. He said, heavy things fall to earth faster than lighter things in proportion with their mass. He didn't use the word mass, but in terms of their weight.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Like a rock and a feather.
Well, a feather's different. Fine. That's true with a feather because a feather is doing this. But get a heavy rock and a light rock.
Right.
They fall down at exactly the same rate.
That's right.
Exactly the same rate.
Yep.
That is
just like I said. I told you, bro, he gonna get W's on you, bro. You just listen, Don.
That's not true.
It is. Yes, it is. As long as they have the same aerodynamics.
Yeah, they go. Bro, come on, Tom. You got it, Tom. Go ahead, sir.
So Mayo, since you're the smart one on the panel now,
fucked up.
Well, he's smarter than both of us, so he thinks. So you're trying to tell me that a 5-pound and a 10-pound rock weight boulder, fucking goddamn sack of fucking feathers
of similar proportions.
No. Shut the fuck up. Let me finish what I'm saying, and then you can interject with your bullshit.
Get him, Mayo.
Now, we get in a bag of fucking feathers. They're in the bag. They weigh 5 pounds. And I get a rock that weighs 10 pounds. Similar diameters, everything. They're going to fall at the same fucking rate.
If they are aerodynamically similar, yes, sir.
You're fucking insane. Because we already know if 1 pound is 5 and 1 pound is 10, well, the 10 pound is going to fall faster than the fucking 5 pound.
No, sir. They will both reach terminal velocity, which is the same.
Oh, my God. So what's going to hit the ground first?
They will both hit the ground at the same time, sir.
You're fucking insane.
No,
you're fucking insane.
You can test it out yourself, Tom.
Yes, sir.
This is a test that you can do from the top of your house. If you don't ever on the roof, and you got 2 things in your hand, like Mayo is saying, and they had to.
I'm doing it right now. The motherfucking shit that weighs 7 pounds.
You better not
and
get
this
up there.
goddamn 3-pound shit hits the ground. The 10-pound hits first.
All
the time.
No, sir.
It is way more profound than most people appreciate. Okay? The gravity is pulling more strongly on the heavier object, but it takes more force to accelerate the heavier object at the same rate as the lighter object. So they fall at the same rate because Earth is pulling more strongly on the heavier object. Okay, so let's back up. So I have something light, everything's on wheels, and something massive and something not massive. Put the same force on each thing. On the low mass object, it's going to scoot along real fast. Right?
Yeah.
And the heavy one's not going to go very fast. Okay? So if the force of gravity were the same on every object, you're putting the same force, then the lighter things would go faster.
Right.
The force of gravity is stronger on the heavier object. Because if the heavier object and the light object are both accelerating at the same rate, something's pushing that harder. So if they all show up at more. Okay. So even though gamma ray photons have higher equivalent mass than radio wave photons, because the whole electromagnetic spectrum can be thought of as photons, even though they have more mass, they're each attracted to gravity at exactly the same rate.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, you can pause it, sir. That's it.
By the way,
I
that's called the equivalence principle, advanced by Albert Einstein in 1915. And
another liar.
Yeah, okay.
Where's our photon shooters at? Where our
Look at it.
photon guns? Where our photon guns at? Huh? You sure?
Sir, they're on the UFOs in Area 51, sir.
Oh, so we ain't got no photon shooters?
We do, but we can't see them, sir. We're not allowed.
Why can't we? We see them
we're
in
not allowed.
TV.
No,
Plus, you ain't
they're
got
on
the
the
glasses.
USS Enterprise.
Yeah, you ain't got them purple and yellow glasses to see it.
This is so fucking stupid.
I put another one in the back for you.
Oh my
God. Yeah. This one right here. You got to start it at 49 minutes.
Well, number one, why are we listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson? He can't.
This nigga trying to trigger me.
I mean,
no, it wasn't because I knew he was gonna get a dub against Tom because Tom wasn't gonna listen to him. It's always like that, man. Yo, if you just let Neil go off, Tom gonna get in. Tom don't listen to what he's saying. He say one word, Tom is like, oh, I don't like that nigga. So
I don't like him either. But I mean, what he was said there was true. That one thing was true. That's probably the truest thing I've ever heard him say.
See, I told you, Tom doesn't.
He ain't telling the truth. He's a goddamn liar. You ain't put shit in the back either, nigger.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. It's the last one, sir.
The one that says 1152? That was Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, it might have recopied. OG.
No, I literally just put it back to her. I put another one. I got the same link up there twice. I don't know why they ain't showing up there for him.
Oh God, this motherfucker.
Where am I going?
49 minutes. Started from there.
And he talking to Billy Carson?
Yes, sir. Y'all want two of your boys.
I think I already watched this, but we can
I know
watch
you. So you probably tell me about it.
You about to see some fancy artwork.
Yep, exactly.
He's smarter than goddamn Neil deGrasse Tyson, I tell you that much.
Okay, well, we're gonna see.
Continually,
this Zora looking motherfucker.
Of life, and are associating with people that are not bending to the light and yielding to the light, and they just turn their back to it. Then, you end up crystallizing in the wrong direction. But at any given point, you can look inside and reconnect with your greater being, with your greater purpose. At any given point, you can turn around and identify with the divinity that is in you.
Right.
And have the access to everything. People criticize a lot. Well, you didn't get a degree.
He ain't buying none of this
from our schools, and neither did Ramanujan.
Exactly.
Ramanujan said he got it from Shiva. So why are you accept it from him? And he had just equations. Here I have true patents and full things and defining things that have never been defined before. Why don't you accept it? And I had to accept that they weren't supposed to accept it. It wasn't meant for them. But the people that do accept it and understand, within that is the secrets to everlasting life. The true secrets of being able to manipulate the universe in a good way. And I think the universe gave me these gifts because of my overall nature. At the end of the day, I don't really care about humanity. I care about the hue of our humanity. I want a legacy to where we're considered like the angels, you know, and animal and plant life to rejoice when they interact with us instead of running in fear. Like my ninth rule for my family is make way for life. And that's the message for our church. The Center for Truth, Love, and Consciousness, TCO, TLC, is make way for life.
Gotcha. Beautiful. That's beautiful, man. And speaking of some of the rules that you have, let's talk about teriology. You've introduced the idea of teriology. You know, it's a different approach.
But you know
how
about
you
it,
see
Tom.
the universe's fundamental building blocks. So let's get into that.
Well, see, the funny thing
hold
is
on.
that was the writer for
You gotta find it. All right. What'd you say?
What you know about that teriology?
I don't know a goddamn thing about it.
Yes, you do, Tom.
Nope. Don't know nothing.
Yes, you do, sir.
You talking about Terry Crews?
No.
1 times 1 can't be 1, sir.
That's a fact.
Are we talking about goddamn Terry Crews?
No,
We in the
sir.
same boat.
We're talking about Terrence Howard, sir. Teriology.
I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Sir, we have entire shows dedicated to it, sir.
No, we don't. You ain't got no proof.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we do, sir.
Some
It's
wrong.
in the back.
Well, find it then, smart motherfucker.
That'll be easy. It was like 6 months ago.
I bet you won't find it.
I bet you I will if it's on Rumble.
Now,
Might not be on
online
YouTube,
and
but
racing
it's
it
on
right
Rumble.
now, Tom.
He remember. I know I got one on. We was talking about it on Chilling on the Porch. So I know it's still up because I keep all mine up. I thought Tom would have knew something about them building blocks.
Because we was arguing about patents and shit. Patents and shit.
He believe in them
Which
patents.
is nothing but a bunch of patents on a bunch of pictures.
He believe in them patents.
I don't know nothing about no patents, dog.
Well, he about to tell you about it. Tell me where he wrong there. Go ahead and click play. Tell me where he wrong there.
I keep hitting the wrong button.
The Rolling Stones.
They came up with that
he
term?
said teriology, and I think he said it as a slight. You know, because that entire article was seriously a hit job.
Wow.
But I
seen
told
that one
him
yet.
about the tetrahedron wave conjugation.
Okay.
That's what it always was, but they began calling it teriology.
Oh,
you know,
gotcha.
just to
Like a little jab.
as a jab.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're talking about it and had to talk about it actually added to what we're doing, because these are what I did is I took the flower of life. So if we go to my book, tcotlc.com, this is kind of the journey of how these wave conjugations came about.
Okay.
I was told that our fundamentals came from the Platonic solids. And my question had always been, because I always wanted to get to the root of things, like I loved etymology. I wanted to get to the root of the word and understand what was intended.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know where the fundamentals came from. And they said that the fundamentals were the tetrahedron, the octahedron, the hexahedron, the icosahedron, and the dodecahedron.
Right.
And I was like, okay, where did these come from? Well, they come from the idea of a straight line and a flat plane and all having regular sides. But I was like, so where did the straight line come from? You know, here I am asking, you know, how did God come to be?
Right.
You know, where did, because God is the straight line. Because what do they say? We want to straighten something out. If there's any situation that's wiggly, you know, let's put a ruler on it. Let's straighten this out. Let's get it all squared away. So that's their kind of God. I was like, let me look at this. And since Newton said every action has an equal and opposite reaction, that's never been argued. Therefore, the greater the action, that means the greater the reaction. The greater the reaction, the greater the resistance. The greater the resistance, the greater the curvature. And since the creator demands equanimity, everything has an equal and opposite reaction. Therefore, every reaction is going to be curved and based on the angular momentum that's created from the intersection. So I was like, so where did they get these straight lines from? If God couldn't make straight lines, oh, they invented them. So where did they invent them from? I was like, well, I went to the oldest and earliest information I could find. And this is what really got me, because it took me back to those dreams that I used to have. Here, I'm pulling something up. Now, here's the flower of life.
Okay.
You know?
Yep.
As the age of it is almost unknown, but each and every, it's 64 overlapping circles, but there are no straight lines there. But at a time when the thought was that there were straight lines or the world was flat, guess what they did? They averaged the spaces where the circles overlap.
Exactly.
Literally a
And I
straight
was
line
like,
right
oh,
down the
that's
middle
an
of that.
average. That's an approximation. That's not real.
Right.
You
Right
know,
there,
the
straight line. All
Pythagorean
those straight
theorem
lines.
coming from the cube. And I was like, well, maybe
You can't have a cube without
they
straight
didn't
lines.
open the flower properly. So what I did was the little Jiminy Cricket that's been leading me along the way, it said, why don't you lay out the flower of life and open it based upon the relative factors? Let me go to page 134 in the book. That was just on 64.
Okay.
And said, why don't you open it based upon the actual actual pieces that make up the flower?
Right.
And mind you, I was still trying to figure out what were those shapes that were being presented to me when I was 4 and 5 years old.
Right.
I hadn't seen them yet, even after researching this stuff. And then this is when it all came into being.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, oh, this is tight. Wow.
You want me to pause it?
No, sorry. We paying attention. We trying to learn something.
Okay.
That's good. Let me do that again. Let's go right. Sorry. That's tight. Okay. So I was like, what happens if I take 4 of the individual pieces that make up the flower? And that's 4 of the triangular pieces that makes up the flower. So I was like, if I take 4 of these triangular pieces and put them together based on universal ratios, then it gave me this negative space where 4 bubbles met.
Right.
And based on what Walter Russell had talked about in the nature of how electricity moves, it's always seeking a higher pressure condition. So this area in here, let's see if this will open up, get a little bigger for me. This area right here is where electricity is going to be spinning northeasterly.
Okay.
Spinning to the right. Now, as the electricity, as each wave hits here, now it's being pushed by other waveforms, and so it gets pushed out to these vortices at the tip, and now it's no longer able to spin northeast, and so it starts, because it has low density, it has nothing to push against, so it starts spinning southwesternly.
Gotcha.
And now this is where it becomes magnetism. Well, I found it interesting, but they gave me the patents for this thing, and I called it the tetrian.
Yeah.
You know, but it turned out to be the geometry of hydrogen. And I'll explain that. I will qualify that as we go along. Then I was like, well, what happens when 8 bubbles meet? Now, what was interesting, this is the
You know what
negative
happens?
space
Another pattern.
where 8 bubbles are meeting.
Yep.
Then you have the 8 contractive sides for the
That's how I
Huntian.
got 32 patents.
1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 5, 6, 7, 8 if you were to turn it all the way around. But it only had 6 magnetic
in my
poles.
kitchen when I was doing my dishes.
So that meant that it had a greater electrical potential than a magnetic or repulsive potential. And I was like,
That's a
wow,
fact,
that sounds like
Doc.
a neutron.
Yes.
That sounds like the work of a neutron. But what was interesting, I was like, but how does it have in nature? Everything is always balanced. I was like, so this having a greater electrical potential than a repulsive potential, magnetic potential, I was like, that wouldn't exist inside of the universe unless this right here, each time these tetrians, these 4 tetrians, as they unite around or combine or interact, you'll see that they are taking up 1, 2, you have 1 and 2 of the electric potentials taken up. And they gave me again, oops, God forgive me. I will have me a engineer one of these days with me. This is like some, but you still have 6 bubbles meeting, and they gave me the patents to that, but you still have 6 unaccounted for. So I was like 6 electrical poles unaccounted for. So I was like, what happens when 6 bubbles meet? And here with 12 bubbles meeting. And now you still have 4 unaccounted electrical poles, and it's a stable system. And I called this an Aubrian. And I'll show you in the video that I just showed you the supersymmetry of it. But then I was like, what happens when you put 24 bubbles together? And again, all of these, the patents were granted, but you'll notice this entire thing is literally the pressure condition that's generated from 8 of the tetrians pushing on a given point, pushing on this one center right here. So this doesn't really exist. This only exists as a result of the condition of these tetrians or these atoms in relation to each other. But as a result of this, the entire universe ends up making sense. Because this pressure condition, you know, the moment you remove the pressure condition, now it goes back to being separate tetrians. So I was like, it made sense with the massless particles, those ideas. But then when I put them all together,
this is incredible, because when you look at this basic science of accretion, right? If you take matter, if you take flour or small amounts of rocks and take them into orbit around Earth and then release them, they're going to naturally attract, and the pressure conditions are going to create an accretion disk, and that accretion disk is going to begin to spin on its axis, which is the formation of planets.
and that's all those waveforms returning back onto each other, returning back to each other. So it's like they're looking from the inside out and wanting something to come from in here. But I want to get to these 1 videos, 5 different pressure conditions that replace the platonic solids. You have a brand unified supersymmetry that don't exist. Here's where 4 bubbles meeting where 8 bubbles meeting where 6 bubbles meeting where the 12 is meeting. I put 5 of where the 12 coming together. They make natural star forms. I put 10 of them, and they create these natural icosahedrons when you put 2 of them on top of each other. I was like, this is the building blocks of the universe.
It's the building blocks of the universe. You're talking about the fractal matrix at the central of its core, unfolding this flower of life into multiple dimensions instead of a flat plane, and showing how you can build anything. Build a planet, a sun.
There's a video where we rebuilt the planet Saturn, which I found very fascinating.
Very similar to the Mandelbrot set and fractal mathematics. But you're taking this flower of life, which I personally believe, my hypothesis on the flower of life is that's the face of God.
Bingo.
It's the face of God. Yeah. You want to see creation. You want to see the divine energy, where it's coming from. You want to see everything that exists in a known and unknown universe. Well, there it goes.
The hate is real with these niggas, man. I don't understand why y'all hate so much.
That was making Saturn. That video?
Hold on. Y'all believe everything that sorry ass dumb nigga Neil deGrasse fucktoid
No,
says.
sir. Not everything.
Y'all don't believe nothing this nigga say, y'all.
He got W's today, sir.
Ooh.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Shit, me. Dude, that nigga opened his mouth is full of lies and dick sucker.
You heard Butterfly said, hate, hate, hate.
Y'all hating on my nigga. He said that I don't care about his money. Y'all niggas ain't been on Rogan. What y'all doing? He explained this shit. Even Rogan understood it. Why can't y'all?
And they say even that nigga understood it, really?
Yeah.
As long as he understands it, it's right, huh?
Absolutely.
I knew it. That's what makes it wrong.
You crazy. Well, prove him wrong then.
I already did.
How?
Because whatever he's talking, he ain't even counting the space in between it.
Yeah.
What is it called? What's it called?
Huh?
What is it called?
Huh?
What is it called?
What is what called, sir?
Tetrahedron.
Yeah, what is the spaces in between them called, sir?
Space, nigga.
That ain't what he called them.
What'd he call it?
Where do the bubbles fit in space, Tom?
You know what he called them.
Y'all gonna listen to this librarian talk about some shit versus a nigga that's actually trying to put this shit in practice. That's
He
crazy.
called it a void,
This nigga
sir.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is a museum director. He ain't even did shit in his real life. What he got to show for besides being on TV complaining like a little bitch?
Hey, what's the equation for finding a void?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
You tell me, nigga.
And it's an empty space. And somewhere in that empty space along the alignment of that line that is following, it changes its axis from north to south, to east to west. But at that point, once it does that, won't that wait a minute, wait. That's what's the
don't be lying on my nigga,
First of all, you keep on cutting me off. You won't even let me finish my thing. So if it goes from north to south, and then you switch it from south to north, at that changing point, what would that cause?
I don't know, a perfect square.
No, nigga, it would cause an energy, bro.
What kind
the
of
shit
energy?
He was talking about, nigga?
Numerator.
No, it's beyond your comprehension, sir. It's going to cause power.
What kind of power,
everybody's comprehension, Tom.
Yes, nigga, you know what I'm talking about. It's high. It's higher than plasma. I tell you that much. So basically, it's a melting point.
I'll tell you one thing Terrence Howard does have. Good
What's
weed.
that, Mayo?
Good weed.
That's a fact.
Really good weed.
You know what? I'm so sick of the goddamn disingenuous bullshit ass arguments from you and this honky down at the bottom.
I was right. Well, what I said, sir, this
No,
what he
you
just
didn't.
said.
No,
I'm
you
only
wasn't.
listening to what the man
You should be able
said.
to prove this nigga shit wrong then.
I just did, sir.
No, you didn't. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I did.
Show it to me.
Wait,
See,
he already showed it to all of us, sir.
Wait. I can see his. I want to see
told
yours.
us that I'm going off of his work, sir. I use
I'm gonna
his
need
work
you
for
to
my
build
example.
it like he did, and then show me where
I
you
just
talking
did,
about.
sir. That same table that he had them things sitting on, I did that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see yours. I want to see yours.
We put it on the screen. We did that. What are we talking about?
I don't want to put it on the
weed
screen.
room, Tom.
Exactly.
He did that in his weed room. What are we talking about?
I want you to build a tetrahedron
And
kaleidoscope.
after you put all those shapes together, what face do you see, Tom?
Sir?
A lot of us, nigga. No. Answer the question, sir. No. When you put this tetrahedron together, nigga, what face do you see?
What faith?
That's what, nigga. What face? FACE. What face do you see when you put that
Big
tetrahedron
word.
together?
I see.
Because they said they see what? You see what?
I see scales.
You see scale? Okay. They said they see somebody else.
What they say they see?
Jesus. That's exactly what you said, sir.
They said they see Jesus when they put it together.
Sir. They saw Jesus the carpenter, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to show me what you talking about, OG.
They
Build
just
me a tetrahedron.
wait, rewind. You know what? On the last point, since I already got W on the other one, let's go to this last point. Just rewind it back like 15 seconds, bro, so you can see what face that they seen. And you tell me, do you see that same face in that picture right there?
Right there?
Yeah, click it. What face do you see right now?
Hypothesis on the flower of life is that's the face of God.
Bingo.
It's the face of God. Yeah.
First off,
They on a good weed.
First off, that was Billy Carson who said that.
Nigga, no.
nigga-
If you want to,
my
okay,
nigga
rewind it back a little
Harrison
bit
said-
more. A
Oh
little bit
my
because they both said the same thing.
Jesus.
Right there. And I'm gonna have you
Saturn.
stop here in just a minute. Now,
Huh?
keep on going. Keep on going.
Which I found very fascinating.
Very similar to
Stop
the
right there.
Mandelbrot set and fractal
Stop right
mathematics.
there. God, what was that before that shape came up? What was it? What did that look like to you?
I don't know. Let me
Very
look.
fascinating.
What did that look like to you?
It could be dick and balls. I don't know. An asshole.
Hey, Tom.
Remember
Remember the old spirograph?
Yeah.
When you was a kid, that's what it looks like.
No, it don't. That look like
Oh,
power, sir.
no, that looked like some fucking Grateful Dead tie-dye shit right there.
Yeah. It looks like electricity.
Guess what they said it was, Tom?
It looked like an ass, and some chesticles.
Guess what they said it was, Tom?
What it was?
Saturn.
No, that's not what they was calling Saturn.
Yes, sir. This is the video.
Rewind back
how
a
they
little bit
made
more
Saturn.
so you can hear all context.
Yes.
Right there.
Hey, build a planet, a sun.
There's a video where we rebuilt the planet Saturn, which I found very fascinating.
Very similar to the
right there.
Mandelbrot set and fractal mathematics.
Saturn right here. This is Saturn right here.
Oh, this is Saturn right here. The guy, the
Yeah,
face
the
of
other
God.
one was the Mandelbrot set.
Okay, so this one right here is the face of God. Okay, that's one. Okay.
Yes.
Saturn is the face of God. Okay, remember that. Let's go.
Are y'all two dick holers done?
Sir, we just listening to what the video is, sir, and what they saying. Go ahead, continue.
Again, I need you to build it and show me what void you're talking about.
But
Sir,
you're
he
taking
pointed it
this
out on here.
flower of life, which I personally
I don't
believe, my
believe it.
hypothesis
Well, I don't
on the
believe
flower of
you
life
either.
is that's the face
I
of
don't see
God.
God's face.
Bingo.
It's the face of God. Yeah. You want to see creation. You want to see the divine energy, where it's coming from. You want to see everything that exists in a known and unknown universe. Well, there it goes.
Watch this. This is us taking a basic physics simulator, the same simulator that they use at Princeton, at Oxford, that the students use at Harvard, and we put in a few massless particles. We didn't put any animation into it, nothing like that. And just ran the program with linchpins in their position. And just so the audience understand, linchpin is literally those six sides that come off of the tetrian. Each one of those ends up becoming a pentagonal
I ain't
shape
listening to that, nigga. I
based,
want to hear
based
what this nigga
upon
talking about.
when it expands into a mirrored all shape, or its feminine component, magnetism, or the contractive side or the electric side is the tetrian. But the middle ground between it is the linchpin. And so when we put those linchpins in rotation, this is what came up. So what we basically did is at all of these individual points, we put 4 linchpins into rotation with each other.
Gotcha. Now your massless particles, would that be the Higgs boson?
Those were just the massless particles. We put not massless particles. We put like 300,000 mass, particles inside it. I wasn't supposed to say massless. And these particles, just to give it rotation, and in the center of it, we gave it a harmonic, just an on and off harmonic, and allowing it to play itself out without us doing anything. But hitting play and letting it go through a few rotations of it.
Yeah.
This is what it ends up generating. Let me go up a little further. There. Should start moving now.
Yeah.
But when we edit, you'll be able to play the whole thing through
we'll play it
inside of there. Yeah. But it ultimately rebuilt the planet Saturn with its rings and the hexagon that's found at the top. And this is without animation. This is without any fudgery or pushing. And this is without gravity. without dark matter, without dark energy, just using linchpins and the vortices in association, we were able to rebuild this planet the same way that I said we would do in that interview where you first, showed love to me when everyone else was like, he's crazy. You understood that I was talking about a simulation and not building the planet Saturn, but with the right vortices and technology, we now have the ability to rebuild the planet based on these wave conjugation. This is what it's able to do, and it's repeatable. It's something that we put the entire description at the bottom of it of how this actually works, what it but
it's incredible that it even creates the hexagonal shape at the top of Saturn.
At the top.
Which has been a big question mark
of how that came to be.
Right. But it's through the natural formation, through this process of the opening of this flower of life, the energy pattern that exists throughout the known universe.
Give me a second.
And
there you go.
So the question I got for you is, once you add all the rest of the stuff that he's saying is not added in that, do you get Earth?
No, because he said we're looking for Saturn, not Earth.
No, sir. You're not listening to what I'm saying. You're responding to respond. I said if he add everything else to what he said is not there, which is the gravity and everything else that we have, sir, will it make a Earth?
No.
Why
I want to
not?
know why the sun doesn't have rings.
Why not? Because Earth is more than just goddamn gravity and shit. Sure.
Ain't that what makes the Earth?
No.
The Earth?
No.
It wouldn't?
No. That's not.
What would
Gravity
make
is
the
not
Earth?
what makes the Earth Earth.
No, sir. Okay, bro. You're not taking what I'm saying. We have gravity here, right? And there's gravity on other planets, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
And
there's gravity
is-
on Saturn as well.
And their gravity is that different. Which
Yes,
college,
it's
right?
107% of ours, which means 100 pounds on Earth would weigh 107 in Saturn.
Okay, so he's saying in this demonstration, it's not going to be the complete thing, but they getting ideas from it because it has certain elements, and they created the same simulation as Saturn, right? And he said one thing he kept on saying is we only added certain things. So I'm asking Tom, since he's so smart, and this is getting my heart.
Shit, I don't trust you niggers.
That if you had everything that he's saying that they will create, that you can create an Earth by using his stuff, if you add all the rest of this stuff in there, will it make an Earth, or will it keep on? When you take certain things out and do certain things, do it creates these different planets? The reason why I'm asking that, because if that's true, then it might be the God particle or the God space or whatever the fuck that is. Something has to start from somewhere, sir.
Woo, Lord Jesus, I'm glad I'm not a nigger.
Oh, okay. Well, I know I ain't that. Now. That didn't go over your head, didn't it? That was simple.
Listen, I don't listen to you jigaboos, okay?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
What are we doing here? I won't
What
even
you think,
listen.
Mayo?
I think it's all a bunch of bullshit, personally. But I think he patented a bunch of shapes, which is exactly what he did. Drawings.
You're a fucking hater, Mayo.
Well, I guess Mayo right, because Tom ain't got no answer for it, so ain't nobody going to.
I wasn't listening.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. That's why I asked what I just asked, sir.
I can answer all those questions.
It's Tom. It's crazy. Look, he don't want to. Sometimes he can be wrong, Tom.
I'm not
and Neil can be
participating
right.
in none of y'all shenanigans. Y'all some fucking haters, nigga.
How you feel it, sir? You just asking questions. You said there's nothing wrong with asking questions.
No, that's not what I said.
He's in this in his grow house, sir. He made these in his grow house.
I'm doing the same thing that Sharon do to me. You ain't allowed to ask me no question.
Oh, okay. Well, you answered
You
something.
need to move the conversation forward.
That's what I was trying to do, but obviously you weren't trying to. I was trying to pull the time. I was trying to ask questions so we could move the conversation forward.
I don't even know how to do that. How you move a conversation forward?
I don't even know. I thought you got to ask questions to get
with
correct.
gravity, it doesn't matter how heavy it is, it'll move forward at the same
This is why we don't like honkies either.
See, he don't like nobody.
Y'all full of shit.
I had to do that.
How you figure that, bro? We just pointing out what we hearing. That's it.
Again, until I see y'all give me a tetrahedron space
Sir,
continuum,
continuum,
I can't believe nothing y'all say.
You can't even do the experiment of weight falling. What are we talking about here? You telling us to do it,
and y'all wrong.
Yeah, we was right.
It didn't come up correctly. Well, you want to fight woman? See, this is
Tom, you got 2 sons at home right now, right?
That's
who does?
And they both are different sizes, right? Different weight. Take them up to the roof tomorrow and push them off.
And let me know who hit the ground fastest. Who hit the ground first?
I'm gonna tell you right now who's gonna hit the ground first. This little short motherfucker.
Is his head bigger?
No, because the motherfucker he be wailing. He gonna be like the feather.
That mean he gonna hit the ground last 10 times.
No. A bag of feathers, nigga.
Oh, so now you agree with the man. Okay, I knew it. See, I
didn't agree with that piece of shit. He said an individual feather.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna come back around to it. He ain't gonna. This is logic we talking about.
I don't like this nigga. What is this nigga OG doing? Where you live at, nigga? I'm coming to get your ass.
In Florida. That's why I stay in Florida. Yeah, you got to go home. Just think about me being there with you. Just like, you know what?
You gotta go to Miami.
Yeah, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see you to a spot that you want to go to. I'm in New York, son. Come see me.
You know I ain't going.
Come see me, son.
Yo, good goddamn well, I ain't going no goddamn well if it got something to do with New York.
He rocking them butter soft Timberlands. You don't know.
Save it to.
Had him brush that early that morning at the shoe shine.
Whatever the fuck it is. Just copy and put it on that one. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close my shit out. And then we're gonna open it up when you're done. All right, what part we going to now?
Oh, that was through with that. That's the only part I wanted to hear, bro.
Oh, nigga, he was trying to set me up. This nigga knew everything about it, and I didn't listen to this shit.
Well, you said you did.
Logos porch.
He said, "Oh, I watched this already." I said, "Okay, cool." Because
I could have watched it already, nigga.
No, you said I watched. Nah, you said you watched it already.
I told you I don't even remember movies that I watched, let alone fucking videos. Where am I playing it at? Right near?
What y'all trying to do? Y'all want to go back to General Pacific?
That looks like
that's Mayo Boy.
Slushy machine. That reminds me of a slushy machine.
But that right there.
I need y'all to build me a tetrahedron.
Looks like the water in my sink running down the drain. That's what it looks like.
I already built it, but without my technology, you can't see it.
You got to buy my technology. $29.95.
That's a fact. I got these purple and yellow glasses, nigga, that see everything, and you got to buy them.
Oh shit! You got migrants leaving the country by themselves now.
What are you talking about?
That's what it says. These migrants are leaving by themselves because they're living in fear.
Yeah, okay. I don't believe that.
That's what they said.
Come here.
Yeah, what side?
Come on.
Huh?
What side?
Now.
That's what the migrants is saying.
Yo, who's presenting it, sir?
Oh, a little black dude.
Yeah. And what is he?
He a conservative.
I don't believe him. We go do that. I don't believe him. Yeah.
Why don't you believe him, sir?
Yeah, you already said what you just said. I don't
because he's getting the report off of goddamn the news.
That's exactly why I don't believe him.
Oh my God! Now you don't believe the news now? Shit.
I ain't never believed in it. That's the good part about it.
I
true to
can't
myself.
believe it, OG.
No, I don't believe in it, son.
Where the hell is that nigga name? What's his name that we supposed to be watching? General Pacific General?
Yeah, whatever his name. As General Pacific, I think.
Generally
I put it up for you.
specific.
The fuck is his name? I mean,
It's on the bro. It's the first. It's
oh, I
still
got
on
it.
the-
I got it. I
That's
got
why I
it.
say
I
it's still
got
at the
it.
top.
On that top, sir.
I got it. I got it.
He about the only person on unless y'all trying to see Shannon Shaw.
What the fuck is going on over here?
Love it. It's better. It's even better the second time, dude. Awesome, man. Yeah, man. I had no idea that was you. What's up, Lucid Lair? That shit was
You got flow state on.
I love the fact that, you know,
Good
it's
channel.
funny
Should
'cause
put it in
they-
the bike.
They think you're taking it super serious, dude. You're absolutely
state in the
cranking
bike.
the hell out of these people. But that was good, dude. You hit some of those notes. Like legit hit some
He
good
got
notes.
your boy Sasquatch over there, your partner.
Like legit.
Sasquatch be getting
And
on my
I love
nerves.
that you have like a little setup.
And he got old
area.
Chuck up
Yeah,
there
that's
too.
awesome, man.
Big Chuck be
That's
singing
kind of what I
bread.
did when I sang the "Take the Pickle and
They
Run."
go
I just had
together
the
like
music
peanut
playing
butter
in
and
the
jelly.
background. I just redid some
And
of
herpes
Gino
and
Nino in the house.
gynocephalopus.
And they
Gino
looking
Nino
at
says, "Hey,
cowboy
Gary,
shit.
Not that brick is
Nigga
gone,
riding
Todd.
horses and shit.
Now that brick is gone, Todd has an extra wash bay open.
That nigga went right back to that nigga. Like, damn, nigga, could y'all get that nigga dick out y'all mouth? God damn.
Man, you'd think they want to suck his dick as much as they want to be around him.
I just don't get it, man.
No.
Girl.
No, that's here. That rodeo's here. Well,
I don't
sorry.
think that's the
like
get on YouTube.
learning about the armored MMA sort of gaslit me into wondering like if I know anything at all, if I somehow didn't know about that.
Right? You know, when you feel they're all armored up, it's like, okay, yeah, I see this is gonna be it. Then that first guy just goes over and whacks that subject upside the head. You're like, holy shit, it's real. That's not wrestling, sir.
Right, you're right. Yeah, exactly. At the very first, I thought it was like, oh, look, WWE's being goofy again.
Right? The MMA is getting classy. How'd that happen?
That's overseas, though.
I mean, it's yeah, most of the legitimate ones are overseas, but we are in America, sir, and we can do a gentleman's club with anything. Whoa.
David?
Oh, what's up, Bigfoot? What's happening, Dennis?
What's happening, man? Yeah, it's a real thing. We made it up. You use a pillow as your shield, and you take your sheet and just tie it up into big ass fucking knots and just beat the hell out of each other.
That sounds
It's
fun.
fun.
Hold on. We don't want to hear about any of your late night prison pajama parties, bro.
I bet you can cause a pretty good knock with a knotted up sheet if you do it right too.
You can fuck a guy up with a knotted up sheet. That's true.
Yeah, pillowcase works too as a backup weapon.
Yeah, with
a
fucking
bunch of
bars
fucking knots
in it.
of soap in it.
Fucking rednecks are so dangerous.
It's slow and stuff.
I created the shit. It was fucking fun as
You say
hell. We had
what?
like 20 motherfuckers doing that shit. Like a huge fucking retarded pillow fight.
The shit you find yourself doing when you need to get creative because you're bored as fuck.
Shit, I used to make zip lines and shit for kicks.
Dude, I learned how to make string. Here, look, this is how bored you get in jail. We unraveled a perfectly good shirt so that we could take the thread and learn how to make string out of it.
Yeah. No, I get it. I'm the worst about stuff like that, dude.
Still got more people than
I
me.
built in
Still got more
prison
people than me watching. So
display
it's a
it
good
where they
conversation,
train
sir.
prison guards.
This is a good conversation.
Shit, I used to
Sir,
build
they got-
tables like
Sir, look at
$6
look at the top of the screen.
bamboo with
Look at the
string
top
and
of the
shit
screen, sir. What does
out
that
of
say?
newspaper and saran wrap.
Oh,
I
it
used to
just
make
reminds me
fishing
of
rods that you had
goddamn. What the
levers
fuck is
you
that
could
boy
fucking
name?
open and grab.
Goddamn
Hold on,
Rufus
Wait a
too.
second. Were these weapons that were there for trading purposes?
that they confiscated, or was
Yeah.
it art?
It was shit like that, like tables. The fishing rods is just a rod where you put two lines on it, and you put a hinge and a couple spoons with some teeth that you use like staples to make teeth. And you just reach out in the hallway, grab some shit, and snatch it back. You know, blow darts. You know, I can
Dangerous.
blow
This man
dart.
is so fucking dangerous, bro. He can make shit out of nothing.
Yeah.
That is a dangerous feature for a man to have, because, and I'm speaking from experience here, you do not want to piss off a man who can make stuff out of nothing. Because you could leave him with nothing, and when you come back, he will be armed and dangerous.
Yeah, we make flamethrowers using like a coffee creamer and a rolled up magazine.
Yeah, right. You know, coffee creamer is a hell of an explosive, bro.
Coffee creamer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I did not know that.
You can
I
start a
didn't
nice
hear
fire
nobody's
with it.
face with it. I completely
Go camping?
kicked his ass.
You use that for fire starter.
You know those little crane machines we pick shit up out of it, like for prizes and shit? I built one of those using string, cardboard, and little wheels and shit that I made out of fucking spools. Like, used to make tattoo guns and shit.
Yeah, we did some of that. And,
We used to call them tinkers. The most dangerous men on earth, because if you mess around and let them get a hold to any form of power, it just goes horribly wrong. It's like a gnome. You ever heard of a tinker gnome in D&D?
No, I never played that.
All right, so in Dungeons and Dragons, there's an entire race of people who have this mentality that it needs to be improved just because, and I'm just the gnome to do it. And dude, dangerous as hell.
We played D&D when I was there.
Anything could be a weapon, though. You put a nut on the end of a string, and you got
yes.
I can tell you no-nos and don't do's, like don't drop a lock into a sock and think you're gonna whoop somebody's ass. You're gonna get fucked up. Now, if you take the lock and you tie the sock around it through the shank, now you got something.
You tie it. Why would that matter?
The breaking point on it when you swing. If you try to swing at somebody and they step in, it goes around and hits you.
You're standing with a fucking limp sock in your fucking hand. That's a funny fight.
It wouldn't be the first time I had a limp sock in my hand.
Yeah, but you don't hit nobody with a fucking lock, no fucking way. That just ruins the whole day.
That ruins the whole day.
Yeah,
it might ruin your life.
Yeah, you kill them with one leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the servers we used to put a bar of soap in his sock.
That's another misnomer too. Like I said, the centrifugal force will sling it through those cheap ass state socks.
Oh, I thought Army sock.
Were they Barker brand?
Yeah, Barker.
Oh God.
Arch and soap. That's Barker.
It's got to be one of the biggest scams on earth, man. They rake in so much money on the cheapest shit you could possibly imagine.
One of the biggest scams are the communication expenses, friend.
Yeah, don't remind you of goddamn Ruthless Truth and his prison stories.
Yes, it's a white Ruthless Truth. That's what Glow stated.
Yeah. Oh, so sad. Like that's all they live for. Is this? Ugh.
They still locked up, Tom.
I just don't understand it, bro.
They still locked up, sir.
Yeah.
They institutionalized. Sorry, Mom.
I told you white people channels was boring. You didn't believe me.
Oh, I know they're boring. I've been the first one to say they were boring. She ain't got to tell me. It's just as boring as nigga channels. Just niggas just have more arguing and yelling back and forth and calling each other pussies and shit.
It's more drama, sir. That's what we enjoy.
It's more drama, yeah.
That's not it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Drama's fun. Drama's fun when it's not in your own house.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Turn it off. That's beautiful.
Oh man, my head hurt.
I
What's
told
up with
you
your
you have
head
to do
hurting,
all that,
son?
bro. You got your head hurting, bro.
Yeah, it is what it is. Then you fucking put up fucking Neil deGrasse dipshit on there. That ain't made it worse.
Yeah, that's your boy. I don't know why you playing.
But I will say this: I will have his hat done tomorrow, so that's good.
Okay, I'll make sure I send y'all. I gotta send it to Kai. I send it to him when we get up off of her.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I have
No,
it
I'm
pretty
sorry.
much done. I just got it. Well, I have everything done about it. I'm just gonna put it on tomorrow. I gotta
Yeah, I
do.
just don't.
I
I just
gotta do
don't
my
want it
golf
coming to
hat
me.
too. Huh?
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that motherfucker coming to me because I'm
Oh.
not trying to send it to nobody.
I
Shit.
thought, y'all still? He's still in Texas?
No, he in Oklahoma.
Oh.
He on the other side.
Oh. Well, he must be next to the fucking Norman.
Yeah, he right down the
Okay.
street from the campus.
Ah. How'd I figure that shit out?
Yeah.
He ain't married yet?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
How the fuck do you not know?
He can think so. Shit. Shit.
He said, I think so. Okay, I see you.
Yeah, that man. I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically all I had, bro. I ain't had nothing else. That's the only thing I looked at today.
Me either. That damn sure ain't got shit else.
I didn't see nothing interesting. Everything else is just diddy.
It's a pretty shallow day today. This is crazy. Not a lot of people stream today. Or maybe they did. I don't fucking know.
Shit, I couldn't tell you who was all on today, except for Fatty now. That's the only people I've seen on.
Yeah, that fatty shit was ridiculous.
It was funny while it lasted.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, I guess it's up to you, sir.
Oh, bro, this is 5 people in here.
Oh, sir, I'm showing 10 right now.
No, I'm showing 5. I'll take my 5. I guess my shit moving slow. It might not be catching up.
Oh no, yeah, it's showing 5 now too for me.
Mm-hmm.
I just updated it.
Yeah, they got to play in that flow state, and GS went straight down.
Showing them white people, and fucking people just ran.
Yeah, they was cool with the. They had the best numbers with Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's crazy.
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
As soon as that nigga left off the screen, nigga just went crazy. Like, what's going on? That niggas weren't trying to hear that boy. About what you call it, Tom?
Tetrahedron.
Yeah, it is. And when niggas weren't trying to hear about that.
That nigga Saquon Barkley was busting his ass today, boy. God damn.
Yeah, who won the Eagles game?
You know the Eagles won.
Sorry ass Eagles.
Sorry. I'm with you. Them niggas is trash, dog.
Them niggas is trash, bro. They can't fuck with my homeboy. They can't fuck with my homeboy. I don't know what we're doing.
Well, Kansas City at least won today.
Exactly. They can't fuck with my homeboy. You know what I'm talking about?
Let's just bring your ass over here, nigga. Nigger dog.
Eagles go.
This dog don't stop laying
today,
back in my chair, nigga. This is gonna drive me crazy. Yeah, they got their ass beat today, boy. How many motherfucking yards did this nigga have? Damn, I don't even say it. Let me go to NFL.
Everything else I watched, nigga, was a nigga cutting down a whole hog. Y'all want to see a nigga butcher a whole cow?
Sure.
This nigga said, sure.
Tom gonna be playing video games anyway. He don't give a fuck.
I ain't on no video games. I'm sitting there watching. I'm looking at see how many goddamn details was on this. How many rushing yards this nigga had.
This video right here piss LA off.
Nigga, Saquon Barkley had 255 yards. Did you hear me? 250 fucking 5 yards rushing.
Yes, we heard you. We heard you, sir.
Nigga, that is insane.
Yes, it is.
Let me show y'all.
Either he real good or they real bad. Or both.
God damn, that shit great. Did the Browns win? Let me check. See. Ooh, man, that was
Nigga, if
horrible.
I start doing this, I wonder if I can get the same amount of numbers. $1,500 in scratch offs.
Coming in for the first time. I appreciate you all. Redman has a new album. I think or coming out. Yeah, I think I've seen that too, Ryan. Browns didn't even play no one today.
6-9. Come on. 33 is not a match either. 24, 27. I'm about to put on the double time Ritz here. That's what I was going to listen for. I was trying to listen to the Life and Times of Johnny Valiant. I love that album.
Oh, I used to watch these motherfuckers
632.
just do scratch offs. And then they used to do those pulling pills.
Bro, this nigga got 43,000 views on this shit, bro.
Besides Ryan.
Damn.
Isn't that crazy, dude?
43,000 views, nigga.
Get him up, put him up.
In less than 2 hours, Mayo. Well, 4 hours.
All right, let's go. 9.
How much did he? How much money getting scratch off?
Miss Astrology.
1,500.
Florida.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Florida.
Are those $10 scratch offs?
I don't even know. He won't show the top of them.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is.
And I didn't play it from the beginning. I just clicked on it to see what the hell was going on.
3, 2, 29.
Wondering why these motherfuckers got all these.
24,
LA was right.
40 and 16. That is 5 in a row. That sucks. 12. Come on, 34.
Oh, they only $2.
35.
Oh no,
7,
that's a different one.
28. 30. Blind pedestrian. Show us that claim. We split this. This is a group pool.
I never understood how to play these things.
431.
You just scratch them off, match the numbers, and whatever the prize they give you.
19.
Easy.
Yeah, it ain't fancy like
22.
it used to be.
Oh,
these are $30 tickets.
38, 25, 14. Come on. 11 and 13.
Plays like Megabucks. They don't require any
Come on,
skill
multiplier.
anymore.
All right. Standard one time. Hope it's good. I've seen a good one with big zeros.
They got a multiplier on it, but shit, what number did he get?
The prize right there. Come on.
15, I think.
Smalls. $30 again. Of course it is. Of course it is. All right, man. Jerks. Florida, you jerks.
Well, he got his money back.
Shit, out of $1,500, you didn't.
What's up, Deborah? How are you?
Well, he got his money back on that $30 one.
Let's go. All right,
you need to hit you. Need to hit you a good amount.
13, 911, 7, 33, 17, 21, and 40. Come on.
This nigga ain't gonna get this sad.
3, 19. Got a boy, the dyslexic part of me put a 1 in front of that for real quick. I don't know what happened. 18, 15. All right, 23, no win. 8, no, 1 off. 37. What up, Grab? How you doing? 37, 2, 39. 37, 2, 39. Not there. 2 more rows left. We are halfway done with this ticket. 27, 36. Nothing.
You're gonna lose on this one too.
25, 34. Ugh. 6. 32.
Yep,
14.
you're gonna lose on this one too.
The double deuce. 12. Come on, last scratch. 35.
Money loss.
All right. 10 didn't do it either. Oh man.
$30 gone.
Yep. That fast.
Little shafty shaft.
That fast.
Ticket 11. I think I got my first claimer on 11.
We ain't about to sit here and watch that. I just thought that was hilarious that nigga had 43,000 views off of that. I thought that was
50. He bought 50 of those tickets
crazy.
at $30 a piece. Let's see what he came out with in the end. OG.
All right.
Let's see what he made it out with in the end. And I wonder if he bought them all at the same place. You know, or bought, 10 here, 10 here, 10 here.
Well, he had to buy some different ones.
Yeah.
Really adding everything up now.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. 15, 16, 52, 46. All right, and no 14 either. Come on, last row, 31. Give us something, multiplier. 31, 30, 29, 1, 62. Not there. All right. Hey, either way, we
That's a
on
$50
3 out
ticket.
of 12.
That's a $50 ticket. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
4.
That's crazy.
So we beat the odds a little bit on those. We didn't do awesome, but we did all right for the. Yeah, that's horrible, but we did pull back a little bit with the blues and the oranges. I thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be worse. It could have been worse. Let's just say that. I didn't mean thought it was. Could have been worse. We get $390 for the book plus 300. 600. What was that? 690. All right, 1500 minus 690, guys, and that makes divide that by 10. $81 a spot for the roll. Ouch. Well, it's still better than a $400 book of the blue, or the orange. So, $81 a spot, guys, for the group. Sorry about the. We'll do the same thing next week. We'll go for the gold rush again, and I might even just grab. We got.
No, the nigga didn't spend $1,500 on the $180
more gold rush from 2 more spots just to see how that works out.
Or 390. I
Since
think
we
he won
got,
390.
We can do that. We definitely can. So, all right, let me grab these other giveaway tickets. All right, our cell phone here, and I'm going to get a random number generator off of Google. All right. All right, so 100 all the way through. Probably it is. I'll see your name on there, Chris Sanderson. Taz, I appreciate it. Rich. 1 through 157 after a sequence win. So I'm gonna write on the back of these tickets.
Yeah.
Let me get the chat back.
I need to hop in this giveaway.
Now that I got that list up, guys, for taking.
You might win.
2 to 157. What is that? Yeah, and after that, let's see. We'll spin up here. Give it a second, guys, and we're just catching up in the chat. Sharpie Ted in the house. What up, Teddy? Hope all is well. All right, guys, here it goes. Let's spin and see what we got. You know I can zoom in on this thing. All right, we'll spin. Where's the number going to it's going to show up right there in the front of it. All right, let's go. So we're just going to look at the numbers, and I'm going to write the number. Look at this, 156 right off the bat. I can't make it. It's weird that it did that, but obviously 9, 11 done has happened.
So you about to go through all the tickets first.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's skip past that then.
There's our 3. I'll keep 60. He's like, man, I don't ever go on. Save it. And I'm trying not to make mistakes. And I thought I didn't make one. Anyway, I think it was 68 actually. We tried, Christopher. Appreciate you. Not a winner, but we did give it a shot. Let me get the chat back up. Sorry, guys. I'm missing the comments out there. Better late. The number I picked again, I realized, yeah, it wasn't that. It wasn't 68, not 67. All right. Ticket 24. This one is for John R. All right,
$35
John R.
tickets.
Congrats. See if we can win you 500 here. You never know. I don't remember Madness Scratcher.
Oh, them $10.
I have found several packs that have had 2 winners, though. 13, 1, 9, 37, 4, 25, 22, 24. I had 2 that were like 7 tickets apart once. 22, 24, 8, 33, 18, 19. Come on. $500 burst. Where are you? Burst. 20, 27. Come on, burst. Oh, there's the money symbol, though. That money symbol's a winner. John R., we got a winner. Come on, we don't want nothing else. 17, 36. Stay there. 16. Don't get nothing else. 38. Okay. It's got potential. Come on. Big zeros. It's small. $15, John R. We got you a winner. Make sure you email me within by let's see. You got 24 hours to email me. You got $15 coming to you, John R. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate that. All right. Next one. Let's see. 23.
He should give him a chance to play again.
This is Scratch
Yeah,
with
that's what
Cindy
I'm saying.
Smith. Thank you, Cindy. Ticket
I send that back to
23, a
you.
great number in these packs.
You give me
too.
2
All
of them.
right, let's go. Let's see if we can find a winner. We got 7, 17, 11, 8, 19, and 33.
Nobody won no $500
2
off of
there,
this.
6, 30, 15. Appreciate you being a member. We did not
$0.
go into Lynn. All right, let's go. Double deuce. Come on. 500 burst. Come on. And no burst. Clean that up just a little bit. Nice little 33. Come on. 20. We had a 30. 15. Backwards almost.
It's gonna be another bust too. What we doing?
Is that 29?
Yeah, nigga,
6,
another bust. Come on.
29, 2, 4, 34, and 26. Come on. 18. Come on, burst. 21. 21, 27 rather. 24, not there. 16.
It's gonna be another bust ticket.
8, 30. No match.
Yep.
30. Really no. Predicted a 5. It's not. It doesn't. 7, 8 losers. I mean, oh, keep going. Keep going. I want to get to
That's
11.
a lot of money getting lost.
I've actually been on live and done it live where I'm like, okay, go one more. I'm like, yes. And then it went. Dropped to 500. It was so awesome. Literally. 9, 36, 17. No match yet. 37. Come on. Give us that burst. No singles at all. 19. Not even close. Double deuce. No 13. No 4. No 2. 7. 25. 21. Can we get a money bag? 26 and 32.
Another
oh
bust.
shit! It's like it's a damn book. The last one I did was. I'm sorry, guys. I need somebody by me helping me out, but one day one of my kids will want to help or something. Probably be out of the house. All right, this 21 was for Kathy Servey, guys. I'm sorry, I was not a winner. I was 22. The next one. Got scratch tickets and.
He running through all these. This nigga is crazy.
33. We scratched 24 with 13.
Ain't nobody getting no money. Nigga won $15.
Nope.
I know I get it right because the names are
$15, Mayo. He didn't win through about 7 tickets. That's $70.
Thank you guys for catching that. Another small error, but we'll get through it. 6, 32, 4, 28, 24. It's been was it small? It's only $10. Rich, we got you $10, my friend. Send you that. It is perfect. Can't believe I tried.
$25.
Perfect, but hey, 6.
Oh, this is sad.
Thank you. 33.
Florida scratches ain't shit, dude.
All right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. You losing like a motherfucker. Don't you do that down there?
We wanted to come.
But I think what the mistake he's making is he's buying whole books.
Let's see if we can get one.
Yeah, he ain't buying them individually. Yeah, he ain't going to different spots.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, he should be buying like 10 here, 10 here, 10 here.
24, 35. Come on, money bag. 30, 26, 4, 9. Money bag is like very rare symbol. Karen, thank you. Channel member, etc. Thank you. 27.
$25, nigga.
We tried, Nancy. 0.13. We hit on 2 out of 10. John R. and Rich's Mill. Email me, guys.
$25 out of 100. That's 1/4, bro.
Yes, sir.
That ain't.
No,
yeah, bro. That ain't good for you, man. And they said, they said Michael Jordan used to do that shit when they say when he wasn't when he got on gambling restrictions. I still thought that. I still consider that as gambling though. But they said he was able to buy lotto tickets.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's still gambling.
Yeah, same thing I said. But I guess it's not.
Because I remember scratchers, right? When like there was like 9 spots, but you could only scratch off 3.
Yeah.
To win. There is no guessing or skill. You just scratch everything off of them now.
That's how they make them.
Yeah. They made for stupid people. No. Just uncover it all. See what you got.
Yeah, I always thought that shit was crazy too, Mayo.
Yeah, it's about time for me to go to sleep. I see y'all in the morning.
All right, Playboy. Appreciate you for coming through, man.
Yeah.
You know, Tom's gonna be all over them YouTube streets Monday morning.
Yeah, you know he is.
Oh, I don't work until fucking 5. I'm
That's
gonna get
what I
up.
mean.
I'm gonna get up and try to go for a walk, man. It just feels bad, dog. Sitting in the house, but my fucking foot's still fucked up. So you know, it is what it is.
You still putting that
Fuck it.
moleskin on?
Oh no, it's my Achilles is the one that's fucked up.
Oh, okay.
So we gonna make it do what it do. Fuck it. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I guess at least that's what they say, right? Well, I guess if you ain't hurting yourself, you ain't trying.
That too. Man, you can say
All
that.
right.
Man, should say that too.
I gotta do something. I hate sitting around. That shit is crazy. But
Yeah,
I'll
you
holler
need
at
to some
y'all.
sleep, Playboy. All right, man.
All right.
Yeah, I ain't really have nothing else. I was already looking at it. Ain't seen nobody else pop up yet.
Yeah, sorry, man. I had a drunk friend on the phone tonight. I had to talk him until he got done drinking.
Oh, you good, bro? I didn't even know I was even gonna go. I didn't even know I was gonna come on here. I didn't know till the last minute anyway. I would have known that. I would have found something. Find something that either had something to go on. Because the only thing I was watching today was Fatty and them shit. I ain't really go searching for nothing or finding anything else. And I ain't want to keep on listening to that conversation over and over. So I just said, you know what? We're going to go ahead and push on from there. That's what made me think, we're just going to go around and see what everybody else is talking about. Then nobody really talking about nothing except for their personal problems.
At the same old shit, dude. I don't understand that whole group, dude.
I'm still
They
trying to
literally have
get
no
it.
content. It's just each other. You know, it's just constant attacks on each other.
Yeah, I got to figure that out. Like I said, I'm going to have to start going over there and checking out these different people, getting more subscribers, checking them all out. I ain't seen nothing
You
good
watching
come on.
Yellowstone, OG?
They got a new episode out or something?
Oh yeah, sir. Second half of the season came out 3 weeks ago.
No, I haven't. I need to check it out.
Yes, sir.
Let me go pull it up now and see what it's
It's a trip,
on.
sir. It is a trip.
Yeah, I got to go back to I still got to go back to the old episodes I was on.
Oh, you got Paramount Plus?
Nah, I watch everything from the site. So
Okay.
right now, so you talk about season 10?
No, Yellowstone.
Yeah.
I don't think it's season. Is it season 10? Hold
Yeah,
on.
that's what it say on mine. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at.
It's season 5, sir. I believe it started. The second half of the season started with episode 9.
What the hell? How they got? Hold on, real quick, Mayo. Look at this.
That's
Look
not.
at this. Yellowstone, right?
Yeah. What the hell?
See, now look, I'm gonna show you what it showed me. Look, I'm just gonna back up. What the motherfucker say? It says 10 episodes, right? And it got 5 up there. I didn't see the 5. I thought he was talking about 10. So when I went to it, this is what it showed me when I went down. 2 5s.
Oh, that's weird.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other one is nothing there, so I don't you know what I mean?
It's probably season 5, part 2.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's how they did this one. That second season. It's probably the second half of the season 5.
Well, let me make sure. What was the episode you passed 5? Or was it cigarette?
9. It started with 9.
Okay, so I'm still 2 back then. Well, I'm still gonna be several back then.
Okay. Yeah.
I just need to know is that the name of the episode?
Let me see here.
Desire is all you need.
No, I got episodes up now. Hold on.
Yeah, way I can be on the right one.
Yeah. Desire is all you need.
Okay, it's number 9. Okay.
Let me see. Hold on. Nope, it's actually 8. Yep, it's 8. A knife, no coin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I run. I must think I'm still on like season 3 or some shit.
Okay.
You know, because I remember which one I looking at last. It was the meaner. Yeah, here it is. This is the last one I watched. So I'm on season 3, episode 9. So I still got 1.5 seasons to catch up with you. So it ain't gonna take me long. I'm binge watching. I run through it real quick. But I'm definitely probably gonna watch episode 10 and see what that is. The World is Purple. I'll probably check that out. See what that's talking about. Then we got the last game of Colorado next week. It's gonna be smooth.
They'll get a bowl game. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, they already in that. It ain't gonna be one. It ain't gonna be the what they want it to be, but it'll be one. They're gonna make a little money, not too much.
Any bowl game's better than none.
Nah, that's a fact. I checked it out, Butterfly. But I was gonna let I was gonna let Tom do that when he got ready to do it. We'll leave it for next week or something. So we'll have something to watch. We'll do that balloon popped in. How many hours have been on? 3 and some?
Yeah, 3:48, sir. Yeah, almost 4.
Yeah, I was trying to get to the 4-hour mark. I'm gonna shut it and kill it down. That way I can finish up the damn shorts and shit that I got. Appreciate y'all for coming out. We're gonna go ahead and end it here. I'm finishing up my shorts for the night. So if y'all want to, please be looking out for them shorts that's gonna be coming out on the OGDoDirty page. I got one that's gonna be coming out on the ICTV page. And I think tomorrow is Monday, so we're gonna be on the porch. Look for us around about 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. We should be up and running by then. If not, if Tom don't run one, I'll run one tomorrow. And you know how the rest of our week is gonna go with the Tuesday porch versus the Thin Black Line. Then we got drop-by discussions later on that day. Don't forget to watch out for Wrestler on Tuesday. He usually do a show earlier that day, so he'll probably be coming around by 5 or 6. Be looking out for him, and then we'll let y'all update y'all on the rest of the schedule for the week. Peace.